we could talk about giving. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is.
And we should be live.
I got it up on my phone. We are live. Should we also be recording? Because I'm recording.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
point.
I am recording as well.
Give me a second.
The two
Man, we
guests
should-
are recording. The guys are
Are
like,
we
"Yeah,
clapping?
Yeah, we need to clap. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh, no one needs to clap.
Gotta check my. Well, you don't need it, but once you got it.
You gotta spread it.
All right, I'm ready. Who's gonna count us? L.
Sure. 5, 4, 3,
three,
2,
two,
1.
1.
One.
You're not supposed to change the tempo at which you count, though.
Oh,
Like, did anyone else?
five,
It's
There we go.
fine. We'll be fine.
I'm the last at it. Let's do it again. One more time, L. Sorry.
5, 4,
five,
3, 2,
two,
1.
one.
One.
Perfect.
If you say so.
Good enough for me. Everyone see squiggles?
Yes, sir.
Squiggles are squiggling.
Squiggling.
And that's how the sausage is made, people.
all right. Well, we only have one mistake so far.
Having you on the show.
Actually, we have two mistakes.
Don't
Having
worry
me
about
on the show. Wait a minute.
that. Yeah, that's thanks to.
There's a swappage. There's a swap. You guys gotta have to change rooms real quick.
Don't you worry.
Well,
Oh,
not
we
for you.
are in the wrong squares. I figured out what you meant.
We'll
I was like,
we'll
what
fix
are
it
you talking about?
live. I'll fix it live.
Hollywood Squares style.
Wait, we could roll with it, and just
No one
you
will
guys
know.
just switch identities.
Do it live.
Oosh, that's a
Oh,
nice
oh,
new
put it
white
up.
room that you're recording in this week.
Thank you.
Really brings out the brown in your eyes.
Oh, I hope we all
There's a lot of brown in my eyes.
I
All right,
hope
there
we
you
all just-
go.
swap to different squares again. No, no, that didn't work.
AH101 After Dark. Ooh.
How are our volumes? And mostly, I mean, am I overpowering everybody?
I think seems
Still has the same names there, Nate.
No, it looks good to me. It
Really?
should be everyone on the stream.
wait.
Yep.
Yeah, the names look good to me. Although my room is
I
flipped
guess it's.
somehow.
I can't fix your room. I'm sorry. Not from here.
Actually, Hero is significantly larger than Big O, Wild West, and Kushmoose.
Yeah, well,
You get the prime time spot.
Damn straight.
I'll let everyone try to figure out why. I'm sure.
I think we let that one go.
Audio's a little bit low. I was wondering about that.
For everyone, you can just turn your volume up, Fug.
How now, Thug? Well, there's two different.
Fuck,
audio
turn up your
sources.
hearing aid. Come on, that's how you say that.
Oh man.
It was right there.
He hasn't been to Germany since there were two of them. That's been the highlight of the week for me, actually.
Oh. When he was born, the Dead Sea was only sick.
Okay.
Never heard that one actually.
Let me adjust these volumes.
That's one you could take.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Hey, Vicky.
watch out, Death. I'm going to turn up some volumes. I don't want to blow out your eardrums.
Yeah, max volume people.
Turn it up.
Yeah. How can I adjust
Hey,
that?
Vicky, Vicky. Hey, Neo, Neo. Hey, Fuggly, Fuggly Saurus.
All right. I'm just going to go to 100 for everybody. We'll see what happens.
Gonna start blowing out eardrums.
Yep.
It's the only way.
Had to be done. Thug said he couldn't hear.
Now he's gonna tell us soon to shut up.
I can't.
How now? How now, guys?
Can you hear better?
How now, brown cow.
How are
I
volumes?
love scotch.
No, brown moose.
Scotchy, scotch, scotch.
Oh, I see.
Plenty
Down
loud.
it goes down
Well,
into.
what's it going to be, Fug? Is it plenty loud or not loud enough?
I like the all caps. I'm picturing literally, him moving back at the seat.
And one last question: am I way louder than everybody else? Because they are two separate volume sliders. Are we about equal? Somebody say something.
Oh, I'm saying something. How do I compare to the moose?
He said something. How does he compare to me?
Hey, Neo.
You're an all-star.
Before the show, Nate was saying how he hates Vayners.
Yeah, that was all caps on the sheet.
That was supposed
And
to
actually, it's the whole doc. It's just gonna be 2
Yeah.
hours of hating on
He got
Vayners.
mad.
it's supposed to be confidential.
Yeah.
All right, one last sound check. Are we okay? Are our volumes loud enough, and are we relatively loud?
Can you
Hello,
hear Big
testing
Al?
and stuff.
Nobody's typing. I can't tell.
There's 13 people in here. No one says a thing.
13
We need to
people.
type. Well, I got to tag everyone.
Sounds fine. That's
Sounds
exactly what I like to
fine.
hear.
All right, there we go. We are ready to roll.
Fine is a ringing endorsement. It's fine. It's fine. Just go.
It's not good. It's just fine.
It's fine. All right, Al. We've set the stage.
He set the
no-
sent the text. The bat signal is lit.
There's nowhere to go but
I'm
up
trying to
from
get-
here, Al.
Where's West Landar?
It's fine.
Oh yeah, we should tag him.
I can't I forgot his name.
Only we had a document with people's names in it.
Oh, vowels.
He's taken one from the What the Fug playbook. That's how you say that?
I'd like to buy a vowel. Fug.
Welcome, everyone, to level 258. This is our live show. Thank you for joining us. I am Big Al, and with me this week, I have Push Moose.
Hello. I'm here.
Hi. How
Hi.
you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, okay.
Good.
And,
how you been?
Good.
What'd you have for dinner?
Leftover 4th of July food.
No.
Isn't that the way?
This is the way.
The way. Don't get sick of them burgers. Above you is X the Hero.
Hello.
Hi, X. What did you have for lunch?
What did I have for lunch? I pan-fried up some sausage, not dog food, but human food.
And,
Sausage with red
fried-
sauce, and then I mixed in some hot sauce, and then I regretted it, but it was tasty.
Oh, not that sriracha stuff. That's like $100 a bottle now.
Yeah, it's like gold. It's like liquid gold.
And it's not spicy, so
Why? Oh.
no
So you're saying
sriracha
that's
in
not
this
spicy?
house.
Oh my gosh. Your palate is something.
It very
And
well might be broken.
Diagonally to X's left, if you're watching live, is Clean Shaven Wild West 08. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing good, and I'm very grateful that you didn't say that I was below you. I was just
That
saying,
comes-
if he says above Koosh his ex, then I was like, please don't say that I'm below me.
AH101 After Dark, everybody.
Lucas, what's up, dude? You're like Mr. Milestone. Thanks for joining us.
How was everyone's fourth? Everyone's got all 10 fingers and toes and everything?
Yeah, I will never do any of that stuff, but all my neighbors did, so that's good enough.
Yeah, we didn't do any
Yeah,
Being
fireworks.
out here in Texas, we were blowing crap up for the last few days.
I mean,
I was gonna say, I feel like
Yeah.
it started on Saturday, and then
Yeah.
continued on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday.
yeah, it's a week
But
of
there was a
fireworks.
nice
here.
show. There was a nice show at the park up the street from me, so the apartment
nice.
building was going up on the roof to get a line of sight, which is cool. Except then it's like really unsettling hearing footsteps on your roof where there should be no footsteps.
Yeah, they went till about midnight. It wasn't too bad over here, but I heard some places it was like 2, 3 a.m. and it's a work night. It's a work night. We got kids. We got dogs.
Yeah, my dogs didn't like it, but we always let my daughters choose a couple fireworks each, so we shot them off and had some fun. And
Shot the dogs off.
yep, shot
Is
the
what
dogs
you
off.
just implied.
Harsh. That is harsh. It's like put a firecracker in the dog's butt. Yeah, yeah.
Roman candle.
Settle down, Beavis.
Oh, sorry. Sorry for that. Question of the week. It was last minute, so we have some answers, and anybody on the Twitch feels like chiming in, feel free, and maybe we'll read your answer. Wild West came
Some
up
of
with
them
this.
are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're okay. We totally read them in advance this time, definitely, totally. Wild West, do you want to read it?
Yeah, I
This
wanted.
is such a banger of a question.
Well, I wanted to
Ha-
come up with a good question, but then you're like, well, we can't go in depth because it's so short. So I said, all right, well, with the year half over, what 2023 Xbox releases are you looking forward to?
And then X the Hero wrote on the sheet 5 minutes ago because he thought he might forget his answer somehow. Why don't you?
Am I gonna go
I don't
first?
know
Should
what.
he
Yeah,
answer his
yeah.
own
You
question?
wrote your name first. Oh,
Okay, I'll
I
answer
don't
your
think.
question
I don't
before
think.
you
I don't
answer
think.
your question.
No, his answer's last because it's going to be the
Yeah,
best one.
he always puts me last.
Okay, solid.
We already know what it's
So
going to be. Red Dead Redemption 14.
for me, no,
14.
no,
No,
no, no.
not you.
So anyway, my answer: Armored Core 6, because giant
Oh.
freaking robots. Who doesn't like giant friggin' robots? That was my
Mm,
jam back when I was a kid. I don't remember which one I had on the original Xbox, and I haven't played one since. 2, 3, maybe. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that series. And then Assassin's Creed Mirage, because it's a return to classic Assassin's Creed. Um, I don't know. I liked Origins and Odyssey, and I've just had a really hard time getting into Valhalla. It's just too big. It's just a lot of quantity over quality, I think. So I'm glad they're scaling this one down, and it's going to be Assassin's Creed again, not Assassin's Adventure. And then Persona 5 Tactica. I'm not going to play it if I'm being honest, but I'm just like excited and happy on a base fundamental level that we are getting a new Persona game on Xbox on launch day and not 5 years after PlayStation and Switch get it. So I think that is cool. That is a step in the right direction. Atlas seemed to be Team Xbox lately all of a sudden, and I'm all for it. So I'm excited for the people who are excited for that.
so you're excited for the people that are excited, who are excited. I understand. Yeah.
Pretty much, you know.
Oh, cool.
So, uh, Wet Stack, still Starfield.
What did she say? What did she say?
Still Starfield.
Starfield. Okay.
Starfield. Do we think Starfield's actually coming out this year?
It's got to.
Yeah, I don't see
At
any
this
way
point,
that.
right? Is it
It has
September? So we're
to.
2 months out. It has to.
It's gonna get railed if it doesn't.
I mean, we're going to be playing like an early beta version when it comes out, but I do think it will come out.
Really.
Oh, I don't know. You'd
Is that just
think at
every
this
game
point,
nowadays?
well, yeah, and then Bethesda on top of that. You'd think they would have learned their lesson at this point,
Everyone.
and but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm definitely waiting. Just feel like launch month isn't going to go very well, but I agree. I'm still excited for that one as well. And was Lander Joe? No, Westlander Joe. Um, didn't actually answer the question. So I've been bean diving and found a few
Par for the
gems in the
course.
collection, but by far I've had the most fun with Earthlock recently. It's been too long since I've been able to really dive into a great turn-based RPG, so this was a very welcome surprise. That's wonderful. What Xbox release are you looking
Oh,
forward
hold
to,
on,
my
hold
guy?
on, hold on. In his
Well, yeah.
defense, Matrix kind of switched gears and said, if it's okay, I'd like to put in an exception for Westlander Joe and other people that aren't looking forward to things and have played things.
Then I graciously said, I'll allow it.
All right.
Yeah, but
All
Earthbound came
right.
out like not in 2023,
Yeah, that was like a Games with Gold like
15 years
2015,
ago.
16. And then they re-released it like a year later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
But I
wasn't
Did
it
a
don't I
free?
don't
definitive
recall
edition.
what the
I think it was free
yeah, I
if
don't
you
recall
had
what the
it.
difference is other
Yeah.
than just they probably fix some bugs or something or another. So, yeah, good
While I just
answer.
left.
Answer. That was not a good answer. But we still love you.
Where is that guy? All right, fine. Well, going backwards, I'll read Michelle's answer. Would it be okay if someone isn't really looking forward to something, that share a game that played that really surprised them in the first half of the year? Just saying, Citizen Sleeper was great. More people should experience it if they're looking for stuff with a great narrative. All right, we'll allow it.
We'll allow it because it
Well,
came
Wild
out
West
in the
allowed
first
it.
half of 2023.
I mean, it came out in 2022, but sure, we'll still allow it. And
All right, close enough.
you played it in 2023, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But I imagine at the end of the year, we'll talk about all the games we played in 2023. So
It came out in 2017.
All of them. Every single one.
all of them, every game ever.
10-hour show.
Yes, like Photo Dog game.
Unless we get that Micro Machines guy who's dead.
Skeptical Mario says, I'm looking forward to the Vayner leaderboard having 150 games on it. Does that count? I mean, yes. Mario is definitely one of our prized Metroidvania leaderboard people. We have many, at least 20.
I feel like
Everyone's
that's
hopping.
a cool, like very niche reason to look forward to a game release just because it's a genre I like. I don't want to say you don't
Yeah.
care about the game itself, but like I'm excited for this genre to come out. That's cool. I like that. I respect that.
Um, Knowing Mario, he's actually pretty choosy about the games he plays and puts on his tag, so he'll make sure it's a good one. Sure. And Vulgar Latin says, not really. It's your Debbie Downer noise. There's so much that I have that I would still like to play that I can't really get hyped for new hotness. Only way to never be disappointed in a new release is to never get hyped for a new release. I totally get having so much to play already that you don't even look towards the future because you're not going to pay full price for anything anyway. You get to it when you get to it.
Yep. I feel
But when
that.
some,
With very few
but when
exceptions, I see you in the chat, Vulgar. Street Fighter 6 is already game of the year. I don't know if it's game of the year, but it's pretty damn good. I talked about that already, so I won't do it again, but yeah.
I think Kush
I
Kush
mean
has already
that's
said what's game of the year already.
Benedict Fox.
No.
Ooh.
It should have been.
The
It should have been.
Lana
But
game, right? The Lana game,
The Planet of Lana.
right?
I'm allowed to change my mind 5 minutes after I say something, just so you know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, 1 month it's Hi-Fi Rush or whatever it's called, and the next month it's Star Wars, and the next month it's Planet of. So, just
Having my memory is a gift. Like, I don't have to remember the things I've said. I just talk.
You know what? My homeboy Ralph
it's a
Waldo
podcast for that.
Emerson once said, I don't remember the exact quote, but if you think something today and then you think the exact opposite tomorrow, that's fine. And if people judge you for it, you don't really need them in your life anyway. So you change your
Yeah.
mind all you want.
All right. Well, if anyone cared about my answer, which I doubt,
You don't.
it's
Nobody
probably going
does.
to be an answer that surprises you. This might be a Nate type of a game, but it looks cool to me.
Hmm.
And it is Lies of P.
Hmm.
Now, when they first showed the
Really?
trailer, I was like, but there's an extended gameplay that I watched. And the only thing that scares me a little is they describe it as a Souls like.
Yeah.
I've never played a Souls game, but the aesthetic reminds me of Alice Madness Returns, and it just looks really cool. So if the difficulty is not too punishing, I think I'm going to give this one a go. I believe it's Game Pass. I I saw it up on the
Yep.
homepage where you could preload it or pre-install it, get it ready. And it just looks cool. I like Pinocchio. I love, actually, my favorite Disney movie. It's old and classic.
I never would have guessed that, for
No.
sure. In a million years, I
Your
never
nose
would have
is
said the
growing.
Lies of P.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm with you on that one. I could have gone through the list of every game, and that would have been
Well, there's
top
nothing
3 to
really else
scratch off.
that's really an L game. You're going to see a lot of Assassin's Creed Mirage. That wasn't never really my thing.
Isn't there another Bomberman coming out? You like Bomberman?
Bomberman.
Because you're old.
I want to play Bomberman. I'll load up my Super Nintendo. Thank you very much.
Is that an age thing? You just get over a certain age, and oh yeah, you gotta like Bomberman.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
Yes,
like
that's the
Bomberman.
game that you
Mhm.
choose.
That's
Do we
nice.
have
So-
a new Bomberman though? What hasn't been done already?
He doesn't
So
jump. We give him a jump, right?
Was Valhalla the last Assassin's Creed game?
That
Most
is
recent?
the most recent one to come out. Yeah,
And
back
when
in
did that come out?
2020. It's been
Actually
3
been
years in between releases.
All right, I think that's fair. I feel like there's so many, and I can't keep them straight that I just avoid the whole series. Just one of those.
As a big fan of the series, it did get a little tedious,
know if
I guess,
stale is the right
just with the
word,
annual
but-
releases.
Overkill.
I'll stick with tedious. I thought they were all good for the most part, because they had different teams working on them. But yeah, I don't know. It just gets to the point where like not every game, no game actually needs to be an annual release. So I'm glad
Yeah.
they took a break. It churned out DLC. Most of it was well received. Season pass drama aside, but yeah, I'm glad they took a break.
Yeah, you would have thought they would have learned their lesson, but now they're just pumping them out again. So we'll see.
Yeah, what did they just announce the other day? There's 11 Assassin's Creed games in active development right now.
What?
For some obscene number. Like, I think it was 11. I'm not rounding up like it's only 6.
Oh.
We'll say, I think it's 11.
Well, they have one like Mirage that's like their kind of slower, like more encased map, and then they have, I think, if I remember right, it's Hex is their next big one.
Hex is the next open world,
Open
and
world
then
one,
there's
yeah.
Red, which
Red, which is online.
No, Infinite is online. Red's the
Oh,
mobile
okay,
one,
that's
I
right.
think, right?
Yeah, mobile doesn't
Yeah,
count
I
though.
think that's. I
Well,
think that's the samurai one, if I remember right, because everyone's been clamoring for like a Japanese Assassin's Creed. But yeah, anyways, yeah, they're pumping them out too fast again.
Yeah, you're right. Red's Japan, and then there's Jade, which is set in China. I think Jade's the mobile one.
Is it Jade? Okay. Yeah, it's
Very descriptive with the, color code names. And then there's supposedly a Black Flag remake, just what everyone wanted
What?
for some reason.
I am down for that. That gets
would
me
be nice.
I'm down
excited.
for it too. It's just totally unnecessary.
How dare
I'm
you?
totally gonna play it, but
I'm totally gonna get that.
yeah. Black Flag's probably my favorite. Favorite one.
I just want the shanties.
Really?
If they just had a game of shanties, that would be awesome. I could just sail around and have
Skull and Bones.
have something. No, it's never happening.
No.
It's never coming out.
imagine if they include the Black Flag remake with Skull and Bones, just as a desperate attempt to get people to buy Skull and Bones. That would be so sad.
Yeah.
That's why they're delaying it. They're trying to get Black
Mhm.
Flag up.
All right.
And then
Wild West?
after that, there's still 5 other games in active development that we don't know about.
All right, Wild West. It's not your turn. It is Kush's turn.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, wait a minute.
That was,
Fake out.
I was a fake out. Yeah.
you just Lucy'd him. All right.
It's Fufu style.
Scaravese
I'll go
says
by the
Hollow Knight Silk Song. He loved Hollow Knight, so more can't be a bad thing. When has more ever been bad enough? So
Never.
I agree. I'm looking forward to it.
Only Mountain Dew.
Roots of
many
Pacha.
questions.
Pacha.
Oh.
Basically a Stone Age
Sure.
Stardew Valley. Really fun. I'm happy you're happy. Starfield, self-explanatory. Yeah, I am surprised that I'm a little excited about Starfield, and I will probably install it and try it. And lastly,
Whoa.
Cyberpunk DLC. He completed the base game twice because he liked it that much. He thought it was excellent.
Wow.
Looking forward to returning. Cool.
Wow.
X, you like
I'm
Cyberpunk. What do you think about
I
this?
was gonna chime in. Yeah, I feel like I was one of the very few people that I had no issues, none. My game crashed one time, like 30 hours in. I think it took me like 52 hours to get the full 1,000 gamer score, clear everything. No issues. I had a blast with it. I am also very much looking forward to the DLC. Um, and the reports and whatnot indicate that it's like they've just revamped the entire game. Like it
Yeah.
might as well be Cyberpunk 2, a demo version with how entirely different like fundamental gameplay systems are. So it seems like CDPR, they've been full damage control for the past 3 years, just trying to trying to make it right. And I don't know if it will be enough, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they got. All the changes I've read about seem like they are good changes for the gameplay loop. So if they can pull me back in and have a compelling story, I'm right there with you. Scott or Vasey, I'm looking forward to it.
Moving on, Hawkeye I won Hades Berry, but we'll never play it. Says Assassin's Creed
Mhm.
Mirage. Hawkeye, we just talked
Ooh,
about
we should talk about Assassin's Creed. We haven't done that
that.
in
We
a while.
haven't done that for a
Thank you.
good 5 minutes.
Thank you for going into depth about that pick, okay.
All right, and if we're ready to move on after that in-depth discussion, Mighty Mango says
It was a
smart
great
moves.
discussion.
Mighty Mango says smart moves 3 or Butterfly 3. To be fair, we did ask a simple question with simple answers, so we are
We're
simple
simple
people.
people.
I'm just a caveman lawyer, but
But here's the thing: Mango would actually like those games. 'Cause
yeah,
likes
he
games.
actually would. Yeah. Now the question is though, would they have 6,000 or 9,000 gamer score if they're the
So
third?
you have to do 3 cubes.
Yeah. I'm confused.
That's 9,000.
Yeah.
27,000.
What gameplay mechanics would they add to Butterfly? Did they add any mechanics between Butterfly and Butterfly 2?
0.
None. There was no like chrysalis.
From what I
Butterfly
remember.
2 come out like 2 weeks after Butterfly 1.
Yes.
It's a very short gestation period. So
I think they probably just cut some levels off Butterfly 1 and released
I
it
know.
as Butterfly 2.
how
Added
dare
some
you?
what
purple.
they added, what they added is you could just pause the game and then you get the achievement. You don't even have to beat the level. And
Oh, jeez. That was
when
one
I
of those
saw
ones.
that, that actually annoyed me. Yeah, it's like I kind of like Butterfly.
For what it's worth,
Um,
actually, Smart Moves was one of the last easy point games that I played. And obvious
oof.
cheese aside for the achievements, that one actually had potential to be a good puzzler. But no one ever actually played it.
Right.
I played the first level like 20 times.
Speaking of
Sure,
games no
we
one
played the
wants to
first level a whole lot.
Speaking of no,
Speaking of games no one wants to play,
I will keep
why do
going and
I
talk
just-
about my answer then.
Oh, damn!
My answer that no one wants to
Glad
hear.
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah,
He's so
I'm
quick to the
Oosh,
burn.
we keep forgetting him.
Well,
glad
he
I-
told me he did lots of research.
I did lots of research, and I will promptly change my answer by the end of the show. I came up
Yes.
with two that I'm pretty excited about that are smaller because I was very excited about some things that came out in the first half. And so I'm coming up with Replaced. Now, I was talking about this last year, was really looking forward to it. I think it got delayed. This is, it's an indie title, it's a smaller release. Looks like some pretty cool combat, pretty cool things that they're doing with like 8-bit ish graphics or 16-bit graphics. I don't know. They're cool. And they don't look super new, they look awesome. And then The Plucky Squire. Very excited for this indie game where it changes. It's almost like you're playing Link to the Past. Zelda Link to the Past, where you're 2D. You then move to another like a 3D surface, and then there's like a third person view in a full 3D environment. It looks awesome. I'm really excited by that and the potential that it has. I'll probably change my answer here in 5 minutes. So Wild West, why don't you cut me off?
Start a countdown, somebody, please.
All right. Icefire says Alan Wake 2.
Never heard of it.
I am excited for it. I have pre-ordered it, and I am all in on the Remedy world universe, so I'm excited for it.
I feel like if there's any one developer that you can kind of count on to not have a total bug fest on day one, They're
Remedy
probably gonna make
Remedy's kind of our
the
last hope,
list.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Because we were like, oh, CD Projekt can't do anything, and then they just messed up Cyberpunk, and
Oh, yeah. They definitely. I don't know.
so I would agree
Did
with
they
that.
change? Did they change the Duracell for this one?
I think it's
Nice.
the Duracell Ultra now, so
Oh, all right.
It's not Amazon Basics.
uh,
That'd be amazing. Rechargeable.
Ahizo says if we're counting re-releases, the upcoming Metal Gear Solid collection, hands down. Grew up with the
Whoa.
first and was bummed only PlayStation got it in the HD collection. For new releases, there isn't really anything that stands out, so I'll say Moving Out 2. Just a fun, casual
yeah.
game that will be fun to play again.
All right, I've changed my answer.
We didn't even need that timer, guys.
All right, who owes
Oh,
me
hi, so
$10
I'm
for
with
that?
you. I'm with you on both of those. The only Metal Gear Solid I ever played was the one on PSP. Oddly enough, where I was one of 4 people who owned it,
Balls.
and I never
Big.
played any of the core games. And then the new
Wow.
ones are just sort of too big. So I think I will take this opportunity to finally explore. It's the first 3 games, I think, right? So I think I'll
I
dive
have
in
a
there.
question for you, X. It's important.
Okay.
Do you like popcorn?
I
You
actually
will be eating a lot of
actively
popcorn watching
dislike
all the
popcorn.
cutscenes. Oh,
Oh,
although
jeez.
we won't be eating
Yeah.
popcorn.
I was wondering where you're going with that. Yeah, I know
It's just
what I'm
known to
signing up
be
to.
a game that you watch or a series.
Is that the old ones though? Because I know Metal Gear
Yes.
Solid 4 was the one where like the PlayStation
Oh,
3s were turning off, like they were
all of
going
them.
into rest mode during the
Oh
cutscenes.
yeah, I think all of them.
Probably. And then moving out too, Kelsey and I had a blast with the first one. We would do the levels as best we could, as intended, and then we would turn on the accessibility options to wrap up everything. And it looks like have even more handy accessibility options in the second one. Say what you will about them affecting achievements, but they definitely make gaming more fun for me and my non-gaming wife. So I'm all for it. Great picks, Ahizo.
It gets the X seal of approval.
It's the X seal of approval. X gon' give it to you.
And lastly, for our patrons, we have Chewy. He said, generally speaking, I don't get hyped about things releasing imminently because I never buy or play them anywhere close to release. Having said that, I'm eager to see how Alan Wake 2 and the supposed return to Roots Assassin's Creed Mirage turn out. I think things we've covered. I am also excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage. I think they've gotten too big, even though Origins and Odyssey were very good, and they needed a little refresh. I'm excited. I haven't touched Valhalla yet, but I know it's a big grind fest. But Mirage looks like it's supposedly back to about a 20-hour storyline and about a 40 to 50-hour completion. It's kind of what they've hinted at, so hopefully that's what it
And
is.
it's a $50 too, so I think they're
Yeah,
really driving home the point. Even it's going to go on sale for 25 in a week anyway, but they're saying like, hey, this is a smaller game. Like I think the
End of
price
year?
tag backs them up on that.
yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I don't think I'll pre-order it because I like to play my Assassin's Creed games in order. I need to play Valhalla, but I definitely am looking forward to this one, and hopefully it'll come out well. Alan Wake 2 again. I've talked about that. I'm looking forward to that. For newer games, I'm looking forward to Clockwork Revolution. I'm a huge BioShock fan, so I'm excited to see kind of that atmosphere there. And then the big one, Starfield. I'm as Fufu said the other time, I got the controller. I got the collector's edition. I'm excited for it. Uh, gonna take some time off from work hopefully and just play it as best as I can. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited for all. I liked the ship flying. I liked everything I saw at the showcase. I'm excited for. So I really hope that they knock it out of the park with this one and give us a good exclusive for Xbox.
Absolutely. Not to retread the Bethesda games or buggy messes, but I feel like Team Xbox needs a win.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping Starfield's going to be that win. My hopes
and
are
I,
not
and
very
I think
high,
Bethesda
but
needs a win too. So
yeah,
they've kind of released some. Fallout 4 was pretty buggy on release, so they need a good thing. And I hope they should have had enough time to do it too. I mean, feel like Starfield's been. I remember when they announced that initially. What was it, like 8 years ago, 10 years ago? Who knows what it was, but it's a long. I remember watching
Was
that
it
E3
24
conference.
or 2015? I think it was
Yeah.
8 years ago. 2015, yeah.
I remember seeing that. It was just kind of like what they did with Elder Scrolls. They just kind of showed the brief little stars, and then they showed the name of the game, and that was about it.
Yep, that's it. Hey, we're working on this game. It's in space. It's Bethesda.
Yeah. So
I'm a little surprised at the mentions of Mirage. I think that's our clear winner.
I mean I talk with people outside, just here and local, and there are a lot of Assassin's Creed fans, but a lot of them are like, man, these games are just getting too big now, and it's hard to really get into them. So I think kind of going back to their roots of the original stuff is going to work wonders for them.
I'm down because I haven't started any of the bigger ones except for when they've been part of Game
Isn't that
Pass
terrible?
quests.
You don't like them because they're too big.
Well, I play them on the cloud, so I don't have to download them just to get my
Oh.
250 points or whatever. I haven't started them yet because they're, I want to play just like you, Wild West. I want to play them in order, and I'm still on the one with what's her face in the Bayou. if I'm talking about completions,
China?
So no, the bayous of
Yes,
China.
those Chinese bayous.
Chinese bayous. Wow.
Those ones you hear about in the news all the time.
Yeah. I guess we know what Jade is. Way to go, Al. You spilled it.
Liberations is the
Liberate.
name you're looking for.
Yes, Liberation. I played it on the PSP.
I was close.
I played on the PSP when it
Shoot,
first
you
came
were
out.
you
I
were
was the
one of
guy.
the other 4 people.
I
that had
was
a
the
PSP?
guy. Yes. I
Well,
was
here's
the one.
2 of us right here, my
Oh,
guy.
sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay. We need to disperse because just like with the president, you can't have the president, and the vice president in the same plane. So there you go.
What was Sony thinking?
I think they got a good lineup for the rest of the year, and then we'll see what they take us in the future. No mentions of Forza.
Ew.
Can I just rant about Forza for half a second on a personal level?
Only if you want
I
mental to make the mad face. But go ahead.
I was all in Forza Motorsport. I love them. They were great. And then Horizon came out. And then I cannot go back to Motorsport. I tried desperately and I can't do it. Horizon killed Motorsport for me.
You're not wrong. That's the correct response. Horizon is so good. It's the only one to play unless you're one of those people that likes realistic. And then I'm happy that you're happy. But yeah.
Who would like realistic NASCAR?
I mean, what was it? Forza Motorsport 6 actually had a NASCAR DLC. And if I'm being honest, I can't think of anything that sounds more boring to play than Forza NASCAR. Sorry if I'm really offending somebody and costing us viewers right now, but that just genuinely sounds
Oh,
dreadful.
totally.
I'm checking chat. No one has. I don't
no
need
one's
my
left
flame
yet
shield
for me.
yet.
Yeah, no Forza Rage.
Well, I think we just ignored boring talk about NASCAR. Nerdy Neo chimed in. It comes out early next year, but I'm looking forward to Prince of Persia: Lost Crown.
He's not wrong.
Okay.
Looks good.
Didn't realize we actually had a release date. I am also looking forward to that one.
Probably not.
Mad Lefty, no wonder.
it was
Forza fan. I thought you were going to say NASCAR. And say Mad Lefty. Of course you'd love left turns.
Right.
NASCAR.
There it is. And I imagine the new motorsport game is probably going to probably need a whole new hard drive just for that game.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going to look beautiful.
All right, so let's.
I mean, truthfully,
last
the
question.
past couple Forza Horizons have looked unbelievably good. So, if this is their racing game showcase, it will look good. I'll give it that. Those cars will be very shiny.
So if we look forward to 6 months in the future, and Forza and Starfield come out, and they're both relatively, buggy free and everything, are we going to say that Xbox had a good year overall?
look at all the Xbox fanboys here hesitating to answer the
I,
question.
I don't know if we can ignore Redfall.
Yeah,
I think we have to, if we admit,
Well, Hi-Fi Rush and Redfall kind of cancel each other out. Would you say?
eh, I
is
mean, for me,
Hi-Fi like
yes.
a system seller though?
System seller, yeah, probably not.
Did this
I
year
think
have
that
any
was
system sellers?
like you already have Game Pass. Here's a cool new
Yeah.
game to check out on your Game Pass. No one was like, "Oh my god, I have to go subscribe for Hi-Fi Rush." I could be wrong, but
I mean, I don't think you're wrong on that one.
Yeah. I would say that they definitely an improvement, but not overall not the best. If they had, coming out with, like you said, Redfall's definitely a downer. Hi-Fi Rush and let's say Starfield and Forza come out and they're good. I think it's a good springboard, and hopefully they'll keep it going through the next year.
yeah, I feel like we have so many games on tap with potential. They just need to deliver.
Yeah.
I also feel like we've been saying that every year for the past couple years.
Yeah.
How many years? I was like, is it 3, 5, 10?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it goes later on.
Not gonna lie, I still want Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man.
I'm not going to derail the
Yeah.
podcast. I am livid that we don't have Final Fantasy 16. Beyond words, livid that we don't have that.
But still not buying a PlayStation.
Still not
All
buying
right.
a PlayStation.
Anyway, thank you for the question, Mr. West of Wild.
8th version.
I mean,
I thought that
you
meant
said
you were
it.
born in
You
08.
said it. Yeah, man.
No,
Well,
not born in 08.
well, that's how long the beard has been had been growing since.
That's just your pin number, right?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
08.
There we go.
Somebody stuck a news item in here. Who wants to own up to this?
I did. It was me.
Oh,
I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner, but when we were talking about
mm.
developers who would make the short list of can do no wrong, publish good, buggy free games, Daedalic would have come to mind with their point and clicks. Those were all solid. I am unaware of any giant controversy on any release of theirs up until, of course, Lord of the Rings Gollum, which is just a disaster in every way, shape, and form. We don't need to talk about that.
Well, hold on.
But they
It's actually a
okay. All right,
really
well, let's
good.
talk about that
It's
then.
actually a
I
fairly
take it
decent
back.
360 game. You know,
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, I haven't played it for full disclosure. I've just read the outrage online and made my mind up that yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time with that one. Um, so the game came out and Daedalic issued an apology, which seems pretty commonplace these days. We're sorry the game, is buggy and didn't live up to expectations. We'll patch it, we'll make things right. That's all well and good. But the case with this one, it wasn't that it was just buggy. It was just that the game just doesn't seem good. There were some questionably bad gameplay decisions that had been made. So that was that. And then less than a month. When did that even come out? Like second week of June. So less than a month
It was
later, they
May.
announced. Was it May? Okay.
I think it was
Um,
May.
was it okay? Again, I'm uninformed here. Sorry, it was a last minute edition. But they announced that we are no longer developing games. We are gonna switch to publishing. So we don't know the inside scoop. We can all hypothesize and make our guesses, but seems like they went for a swing and really missed with Gollum, and are just shutting down in-house development as a result. I assume they lost a lot of money, assume morale was killed. They did say they will work with their friends to rehome all of their developer employees, which is a nice move. But yeah, they are out of the developing business. They are publishing only. So, as a fan of point and clicks, particularly lots of Daedalic's point and clicks, I'm a little disappointed. That is definitely a big loss to the industry, to the genre, in my opinion. And
that licensing stuff, if you don't make that money back, it's hard to to pay for the license.
right, exactly. I mean, we saw it with Telltale and all their
Yeah.
games. It's the same thing. It is
Yeah,
sad
Nate.
that people have lost their job, and it seems like from some like insider leaks that the development team wasn't really on board with doing Gollum because that's not really in their wheelhouse. They were sort of forced to do that by corporate and upper management. Hey, make this game like no game you've ever made before using a, $1 million license and make it not suck. So it just, I don't know, just on a humanity level, it's sad to see people be out of a job because of their boss's sort of rash decisions.
And you saw it with Redfall too. Not not
Yeah,
to keep
yeah,
the,
exactly.
not to
So
keep
yeah.
the Redfall bad train going. I'm still want to try it sometime, but just hearing all those news come out, it's just I hope you people that are managers now can see. Okay, we can't just force things. Gotta let things happen.
Right, which is why like it's 2023. It's not like video games are new. Like trust the developers to a certain point. I could say to administrators everywhere, trust your damn teachers, but I won't go there. Trust your developers. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Teacher. Leave
Teacher
Daedalic
where?
alone.
So yeah, I don't know. I just if hadn't heard of that's Daedalic. If you've played any other point and clicks, you know that they make really darn good point and clicks. That is a genre that they have mastered. They can tell a good story, they can put in a good puzzle, they can have some fun solutions and keep you engaged in just a 10-hour, $15-20 indie game that's right up their wheelhouse. Uh, no more. No more. So, just thought I'd tack that on to the news items and
Yeah, we need some cheaper games. I bet that you could find one to talk about. Not in sales, mind you, but in the games showcase. X, you seem like you want to talk a lot. You can go first.
I was gonna say, I mean, I just talked a lot. Do we still want
Oh
me to go
no,
first?
you always.
Okay, why the heck not? Um, So I have been playing pretty much exclusively Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. A couple times ago when I was on the show, I mentioned that I was playing Tales of Symphonia Remaster, and I took a nice 2-month break from my, 150-hour JRPG just because I love them. You just can't do them back to back. But I fired
Oof.
up Tales of Vesperia,
Wow.
just and yeah,
You weren't
well, that's
kidding.
that. No, I'm not kidding. It's a
150 to
long
200
game.
hours? Holy cow.
Yep. I'll get into
Why?
that in
Yeah, go for it.
in a minute. Yeah, I'll get into that in a minute. I had posted in I think the Nintendo channel actually. I won't name drop anybody, but they mentioned they were kind of in a gaming funk and they didn't really want to play anything. And I also was kind of in a gaming funk and I didn't really know what to do. So I was already in the mood for a big long RPG or JRPG, and I played Tales of Symphonia or Tales of Vesperia back when it came out. So it's been, geez, when did I finish that? I think I played it once in '08, right when it came out, and then I think I played it again in 2013 and went for the full gamer score. Now, so yeah, I think it's been probably 10 years since I played it, and I knew it would be like a comfort food game if that makes sense. Like I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna like it, and that will get me out of my funk. And it worked. It has absolutely gotten me out of my gaming funk. I wake up and I want to play Tales of Vesperia. Um, my wife's like, "Hey, we should hang out," and I'm like, "We can hang out later. I'm gonna go play Tales of Vesperia." It's just a good game if you know the Tales formula. It's not turn-based, select menu items. It's almost like a fighting game where I've talked about the Tales series before, but it's real-time combat. You have your basic attacks and special moves, and the battles are a little repetitive at the beginning of the game, but once you unlock new allies and new special moves, really every battle, even just against the random mobs, changes it up, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. This is where you come in. Completion, it's 150 hours. Your first playthrough objective is to do pretty much everything that you can. And that should take you like 100 and 120 hours. It's a big game. See you shaking your head for listeners
That's
not on the
crazy.
live. L's judging me, but
No, I'm not
it's
judging you at all.
it's like a collectathon. Like there's an achievement for, collect every weapon in the game. And then it's not just open the treasure chest and beat the monsters. There's a synthesis and an upgrade system. So, you have giant sword, and then you upgrade it to giant sword level 1, and then you upgrade that to giant sword level 2. And there's like 1,200 items in the game. And then there's, 500 monsters. You have to scan them all. So there's a lot of stuff to do. Um, in that sense. The story, if you just want to blast through the story, watching all the cutscenes, probably 40, 50 hours. But your first playthrough, it's going to be about 100 hours. Take care of everything that you need to do. And then what is unique to the Tales series is it's called the grade shop at the end. Basically, for New Game Plus, you can cater it to kind of how you want your new game plus to be, so you can get like 10x XP or half XP, or half damage, carryover items. Instead of being able to hold 10 items, now you can hold 99 items, triple HP, things like that. So your second playthrough is to beat the game in, I think, less than 15 hours, which seems like a lot because playthrough 1 was 100 hours. But if you skip all the cutscenes and just steamroll through, it's apparently closer to 10 hours. 15 is very generous. And then partial playthrough number 3 just takes a couple hours just to make it to a certain boss below level 15, I think. Um, so if you see that 100 to 150 hours, it might be like, whoa, that's a lot. And it is, certainly. But it all comes from that first playthrough, just taking off 97% of the game, then just a couple hours of cleanup. And I am all for that. I've loved every minute of it. I think like 45 hours in, so I'm roughly halfway through playthrough 1, and I'm having a blast. If have inspired anyone to play the game that has not yet played it, it is not on sale right now. It's a $50 game, but it goes on sale for 750 all the time. It's like, oh look, Assassin's Creed's on sale again. If you scroll through that list, oh look, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is on sale again. So 750 if you like JRPGs is absolutely worth your while. I won't spoil any bit of the story, but it is quite frequently ranked among the top in the Tales of series just based on the story. They did everything right in this game. So, yeah, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Get it. No one's going to go get it, but you should totally go get it if you want a nice long JRPG.
So you said it's a collectathon.
Not in the sense of like, Banjo Kazooie or ukulele, not like that. There's just a ton of things to acquire.
But can you miss anything? Like,
Yes, there
are you?
are oodles and gobs of missables. So,
Ugh.
like I mentioned, one of the achievements is scan every monster in the game. It includes bosses. Some bosses you only see once. So if you don't scan them, you can't scan them until your second playthrough. And then there's like random, events like, oh, Big L attacks, and now you got to fight Big L, and then you kill Big L. That's it. You only get one chance to scan Big L. If you don't do it, you're not getting it until your second playthrough, which complicates sort of the whole flow of gotta scan everyone, and then you're not doing, everything that you can do in that first long playthrough. So it's definitely a game where you're gonna want a checklist or follow a guide very carefully. If you're going for the full 1,000. If you just want to play the game, you can play the game and probably get, eh, I'm making a guesstimate here, probably get 500 gamer score, worth a nice hefty like 1,500 TA, um, just on your first playthrough. Like not doing any of the crazy completionist stuff. Probably half of it's just for playing the game, as a normal person would play the game. I think it's fair actually. It's a solid achievement list in that sense too.
All right. That's Tales of
No further
Vesperia.
questions. That was Tales of
No.
Vesperia Definitive Edition. Oh shoot, actually, can I add one more thing?
Sure.
All right. So Tales of Vesperia, the original, was on Xbox 360, came out in 2008. It was an Xbox 360 exclusive. And then in 2009 or 10, it launched in Japan only, on PlayStation 3 only, the like deluxe edition or better version or whatever. And while it's never been confirmed, the word on the street is they wanted to keep it, or sorry, Microsoft wanted them to keep it on one Xbox 360 DVD. So in order to keep it on one disc, they had to cut out a bunch of stuff. So that's fine. It was totally fine as is, or as was, I guess, the 360 version. But then the Japan only PS3 version with the Blu-ray storage, they added a ton of stuff to the point that there are new playable characters in your party. There's an entire character, Patty, who was not in the 360 version and who plays actually a pretty huge role in the story on the PlayStation 3 version. So the definitive edition that we're playing on Xbox One or Xbox Series is the remaster of that PS3 version. So even if you played the 360 version, the story is not entirely different, but the story is way more fleshed out. More content, more stuff, more items, more things to do. Literally entire new quest lines, entire new characters, entire new playable characters, all because they could not fit it on an Xbox 360 DVD.
Definitively.
Definitively.
All right.
When the whole game is voiced. It wasn't voiced before, but literally 100% of everything is fully voiced now,
Wow.
which is cool. So, like 10 years after release, they called the cast back and they're like, "Hey, do you want to record some more lines?" And all but one character, and I won't say who, all but one character returned to voice their character's newly voiced lines. So, it's pretty cool. It really is a whole different experience from the 2008 360 version.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for that. That was Tales of Vesperia. Push
Definitive
mouse.
edition.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Is there any game you would like to talk about?
In fact, there is. There's two of them. The
Wow.
first is not a Game Pass game. I'll just lay that out there. It is, however, a Games with Gold game. It's The Veil, The Shadow of the Crown.
I was waiting for you to play this.
Yes, I know. People have been waiting for me to.
'Cause I didn't want to. I mean, yes, I want you to do it.
Yes, I am the.
Guinea pig.
I'm the guinea pig. So, what's special about The Veil, Shadow of the Crown, other than the fact that it's on Games with Gold, is that it is an audio adventure primarily. There are no graphics to speak of. There is a kind of like a screensaver. If you remember the old Macintosh days, you'd have like that Starfield, not Starfield like what's coming out at the end of the year, but there was just like little dots flying across the screen, like a field of stars, and that is kind of what you see in The Veil, Shadow of the Crown. As you're moving around, you're kind of moving towards audio sources, and I believe that there is actually a geometric volume that those stars fill, because when you reach the edge of like this big polygon or polygonal room that you're in, this big area, the stars kind of stop and it's dark. So that kind of is one of your clues that hey, I'm going the wrong way. Let it be known, you have to play this with headphones. If you're playing this with a soundbar, man, good luck. Because the way the game works is you play as a blind prince, a blind princess, and you have flashbacks to training with your uncle, who helps you to navigate just by using sound, helps you to fight just using sound, so you can tell where enemies are. Now, it's nice that they only come from three directions. No one ever attacks from behind, as far as I've seen so far, or as far as I've experienced, I should say. They'll be to the front, to the left, to the right. And you will be able to attack with the right stick. The left stick will block if you have a shield. And when you hear an attack coming from a side, you can hold like the left stick to that side, and that'll hold your shield up. You don't see it, but that's what's happening. And if you're going to attack, just swiping the right stick in that direction, up, left, or right, will do one attack. You have a little bit of stamina, so you can do like up to 3 attacks, and then you're kind of waiting before you can do your next attack, which leaves you vulnerable to hits. Now, there are hit points There, so you could die, and if you do die or you do miss out on something, it does take you back to a checkpoint shortly before. I experienced that with a quest, a hunting quest, where I had to go and find these honeybees. And I think you have to find 4 of them. And the sound for the honeybees was really hard for me to hear, even with my headphones. And it was a timed event. That was the big kicker. A lot of the things are not timed, except for the combat. Combat does have a little bit of timing to it. But as far as completing quests, you can take your time, like finding, where's the blacksmith? Just listen for the hammer, change your direction so that it passes from your right ear to your left ear, and then get it right in the middle, and then start walking forward. That's how you find the blacksmith. When you walk up to the blacksmith, it'll talk to you. The blacksmith will say, "Oh, blah 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 blah. Would you like to do a quest?" And if you do, you hit right trigger, and if you don't, hit left trigger. There is no walkthrough on the walkthrough tab. But if you go to TA and you look at the final achievement for Adventurer, it's complete all side quests. What you'll find is that there's essentially a walkthrough from Vudix, friend of the Discord, Vudix. He pops in from time to time. He has a solution here that will get you every achievement so long as you follow along. It's not super detailed. He leaves a lot of stuff up for you to discover, but he does point out all the things you need to do in each area before you move past that point of no return and can't return back to that area. Basically, you move from one section to another section to another section. There are certain hunting quests or certain side quests that you need to accomplish in each area. You need to do them all in one playthrough. There is no level select. And so just, if you only want to play this one time, and I recommend playing it one time if you're going to play it, I don't recommend going through 2 because there's really no way to skip, and you're just going to have to, it's going to be a little bit of a slog. TA says it's 5 to 6 hours. I don't really want to play this game for 10 hours. So I am using the walkthrough just to make sure I haven't missed anything. I'm not reading too much into anything else. You're going to want to make sure there's no noise around you when you're playing this game. So you definitely have the headphones. Make sure there's not too much craziness going on in the background. If you're going to play this, you want to focus on the sound. And the story is interesting. It's like an audiobook. Back in the day where you'd hear like Foley artists in the background with the stomping on the gravel or the running of water. And sometimes you'll have to head towards water. So you have to find that in your headspace and then walk in that direction. And then you might have some combat that goes on there. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's not like anything you've played before. It really is like playing an audiobook. When I say you have to play this game, no. But it is interesting, and I'm glad that I got to try it. And lastly, I'll move on. So that was The Veil, Shadow of the Crown. Once again, Game Pass, or I'm sorry, Games with Gold, and you need to pick it up before the end of the month, I believe.
I will say,
it's July 15th.
I will say for Games with Gold, the number of starters is not that much. Like I would have expected more. People would have tried this.
Yeah.
Was that first achievement easy to get on the tag to defeat your first enemy?
No, I think it took about 10 minutes before you get to it. So it's not like a press start. You do have to move forward, and by that point, people are probably like, "What? There's no graphics," and it's interesting.
Okay.
Everything is narrated. So as you're moving through the menus, it reads off the menu to you. You can still see that. I mean, you can see the menu, but as you move to each option, it's like a screen reader is reading that option for you, and that really helps with like weapons when you're trying to buy new weapons. It's good to be able to see that and not have to navigate that all just with sound or just with the audio. So yeah, that's Veil, Shadow of the Crown. Try it if you want. And lastly, the last game I can talk about super quick is Bat Boy, where you received a code to test this one out. It looks a little bit like Mega Man, and I enjoyed this game. It's a classic 8-bit, they call it a platformer, but it plays a lot like Shovel Knight. So if you thought Shovel Knight was cool, you might want to check out Bat Boy. The whole mechanic is you are a sports-themed hero, and your friends in a la Mega Man and a la Shovel Knight get turned against you, and you have to go and release them from that spell by walloping them with a bat several times. and then they finally remember who they are, and they go back to a town area. There are, I guess, 3 seeds hidden per level. You're gonna have to get all of those. You're gonna have to what else you have to do? You're gonna have to defeat all the bosses, and you're gonna have 999 crystals in your inventory at one time. I don't think that it is cumulative. I think you have to actually have it in your wallet at one time. It doesn't seem like a very difficult game. It's on TA as there's no time for it. 82 starters, 11
Too
people.
soon.
Looks like under 10 hours for the people who are pretty fast, and max of like 15 hours. So short little platformer. Like I said, if you like Shovel Knight, this is kind of more of that. And that is Bat Boy.
Yeah, this does look like Mega Man. I was gonna make a joke about like, oh, what do you use, a baseball bat? You do use a baseball bat. I just assumed it was. I was just assumed it was the the animal bat.
Missed opportunities. As soon as you start the game and you have control, you pick up a companion. That companion is a bird.
Oh,
Yeah. Could have been
I
a bat.
swear, you gotta play this game, bud. Bat Boy.
I did not play Shovel Knight, and actually, when you said that, I rolled my eyes because I was thinking of a different game entirely. But I feel like that's a pretty solid comparison if that's what you're going to, because people really like Shovel Knight. Like that was very well received.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot like Shovel Knight. Probably not as in depth or as polished as Shovel Knight, but it is. It felt so much like playing a less, a more shallow Shovel Knight.
There's a shovel pun in there
There
somewhere. It's not
is.
coming
I
to
was.
me
I
right
was
now.
almost there.
It's right there. I just can't think of it.
Yeah.
Come on, you're digging your own grave here.
Oh, hey.
On that note, that was Bat Boy.
Oi.
Wild West.
I should mention, be really quick.
oh.
Sorry, Wild West. I hate to step on toes. I should mention I streamed about an hour of this game, and it's on our YouTube channel. So if you want to see it, go check it out there.
Nice. All right, Westy, the Westing game.
All
Go on.
right. I want to talk about a game that Fufu tried to just kind of gloss past last time in the Game Pass leaving section. I'm talking about Elysia today. I think that's how you say it. I had a
Oh
fun
my
time
god,
with
I was
this.
not saying it anything like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't
Uh,
check anything if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm calling it. Is Elysia, Olija, Elysia. I I had a lot of fun with
I don't
this.
think so.
I kind of ran through it quickly right before it was leaving Game Pass, um, and I had a lot of fun. I'm not a huge platform person, but I had a lot of fun with it. You kind of take the mantle of a castaway lord called Faraday. He kind of gets swept up in a storm and loses his homeland. Or loses sight of his homeland, doesn't know how to get back. He gets kind of shipwrecked. After kind of going through the first level, you end up getting taken to this other village by a boatman who you kind of. It's kind of populated by other people that are castaways as well. And you go from there, you just kind of go and start trying to you find a map at this place and can take the boatman can take you to different places, different little islands in the game, and you go and you try to collect keys. There's the yellow keys kind of open up different areas of the map. When you land at an island, you can some ways will be blocked by yellow keys that you need to collect, so you can go on the map. You will see kind of what island has what. You'll see that it has a yellow key, 2 yellow keys, and the main goal is you're trying to get 3 blue keys. Uh, yes, Icefire, I did enjoy Elysia. And but it was a fun game. It was about 6 hours, so it wasn't a huge thing. But you work through the different islands to get blue keys, and try to get back to your home world is the whole goal. and you have a spear that you collect early on in the game that kind of helps you traverse the area. You also have a sword. You can find a kind of a blunderbuss type thing. So you have a couple different weapons that you'll pick up going through the different areas, different islands. And I thought it was a nice little quick game. I think I saw on TA it's usually $15. So if you missed it on Game Pass, I think it goes on sale every once in a while for about $5 or $6. I think it'd be worth it for that to pick up. I had a lot of fun with it, just as a quick little game before it left. So I'd recommend it if you like the style.
Yeah, this does not strike me as a game that you would like. So,
No, I just kind of, Kush does, just kind of look at the stuff that's leaving and was like, okay, I think I can do that. It doesn't look too bad. And it does have a walkthrough on TA if you need it, which there's not a lot there. I didn't follow it too much, other than just there's a few points of no return. So I kind of was just glancing at it to make sure I got everything before I went to those points of no return because I didn't want to have to play it again because I started it way too late. I was hoping to start it a little bit earlier, but just life got in the way and I had to start it a little bit right up against the deadline. But it was a lot of fun, and achievements aren't too hard on it. So if you get a chance when it's on sale, I'd say it's worth it.
oh yeah, life got in the way. You had that stressful Disney trip. Will.
No, it's called making up time. When you go off on
Ah,
vacation, you have to make up time at work because
oh,
the rest of your coworkers are inconvenienced by you leaving. Yeah,
eh, screw them.
people seem to like having heart attacks. So
Screw them.
hopefully next time I'm on, I'll have a more in-depth review on Cyberpunk. I just started that, so I'm looking forward to playing some more Cyberpunk.
I mean, that's a few years old now at this point, right? To have a DLC now, I was going to say earlier, is kind of
Yeah,
They
it
had
came out in,
interesting.
I think, September 2020. Or
let's
no, it
see,
came out after series, so I think December 2020.
yeah,
Um,
December
so
2020.
so not quite 3 years, but they've had plenty of time to patch the bugs that other people apparently experienced.
Yeah. Well, I bought the huge collector's edition when it came out, and I was gonna play it, and then with all the stuff, I was just like, I think I'm just gonna wait. I don't want to
Nice.
just be throwing my controller everywhere because I'm pissed off because I lost, however saves or whatever. So far, got a couple hours into it, and so far nothing, anything, no issue so far. So that'll be a tease for hopefully next time.
Oh,
All right, well, I'm sure we will have you back on very, very soon. What's that game? Like 100 hours? You'll probably have it done by next week.
60 hours, about 60ish hours.
Oh.
yeah, I did mine in just over 50. But for one achievement, I used an exploit glitch that has since been patched out.
Ooh. So when you're playing a game
I
like
think
that,
to
are
grind that one manually is a few hours. So yeah, probably 55, 60 these days.
Al X, when you're playing Cyberpunk, is your head in a guide, or are you trying to figure out stuff on your own? Like, this is an open world game. Are
Cyberpunk
you exploring?
specifically, I did not use any guide other than just looking up random tips and tricks. That's how I found that exploit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's been patched, so I guess I can say it doesn't really matter. I would share it anyway. Um, there was an achievement. No, I don't remember. Anyway, the exploit was you could get like infinite skill points if you just went to do a slide, like you're running and then you duck and you slide like every game, but then you paused, it would continue to rack up XP for your slide. So you would just get infinite XP basically, and you could just get all the skill points you wanted. So I did cheese the game like that. I didn't find it out towards the end, so I played probably 60% of the game legit, and then I found that, and then I did that, and then there was an infinite money glitch that I did too, and I don't think that helped anything other than just make it a little easier. But oh, that one I did go in pretty much completely blind, and I played that one guide free.
That's Veil. You're getting confused. That's the blind game.
That
I
was
gotta
good. That
explain
was
my
really
joke just
good,
for you.
actually.
Just for you, I gotta
Caught me
explain
off
my
guard. I was
joke.
like, wait, what?
Now, what's my next question? I don't remember.
What have you been
Veil.
playing, L?
glad you asked. I've been playing wrestling games. As I love me some wrestling, and I don't always find myself playing them, but once I do, I'm like, oh, I should be playing this. First off, there's this uh, indie-rific game called Action Arcade Wrestling. And if you ever played the old WWF coin-op machines, Superstars and WrestleFest, this is definitely inspired by those type of games. It's very minimalistic graphics, but that's the point. And it looks, everyone's colorful, and it's all not, no real wrestlers in this game. But there's a very robust creator wrestler, and you don't have to do it yourself because you just go to the creations mode and go to download, and you'll see a ton of real wrestlers as well as all kinds of comic book character video game characters from other games, and they look so perfect. This one guy made a potato chips man, and it's like a potato chip head and body and legs, and just kind of floats around. So whoever came up with the creator wrestler, I think there's a separate app you could download just for it, and then you could hook it up to the game. So that I could rave about. Gameplay is okay. It's basic. You hit grapple and then up, left, down, and right to do a move. There's a run button, submission button. But there's not much meat on the bones with modes. There's there's only like a regular match, tag team match, battle royal, but like there's no steel cage, there's no like Royal Rumble, there's not a lot there. Achievement list is just awful, and not awful in the way of it's long. It's actually too easy and unimaginative.
You know what podcast you're on now,
I know, but
right?
well, there's an achievement for winning your first match, and then there's an achievement, and that's 100G. Like really? And then it's win a battle royal, another 100G. Complete the tutorial, another 100G. So you get where I'm going with this. It's Nate's favorite kind of achievement list. There's a tip for winning a
Like
match on the
those.
hard difficulty. Yeah.
I cut you off. Go ahead. I was gonna say something dumb.
And so you did. There's a tip for winning a match on the hard difficulty. If you're unable to do it, you can plug in a second controller, and somehow that works. So you could do that. Just pin your second controller. So the other achievements are for leveling up. So whenever you do moves, you get points. Whenever anything you do, you get points, and they're experience points. So it's like a RPG, and you finish the match and you get points. So there's achievements for leveling up once, and then reaching levels 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and then that's the entire list. So it's got a 2 to 3 hour estimate on TA. It'll probably take me a little longer. I'm having fun with it, downloading various characters. I was playing with the Ninja Turtles, and Shredder has my 5-man team. Just having a blast. Like, that's the fun to me. So if you've ever played it, there's a game called Fire Pro Wrestling. It's known for its creator wrestler. It's very similar. I know none of the three of you are wrestling people, but
I was gonna say you're
I'm
talking
sure
to
you
the
played a
wrong crowd
wrestling
here.
game that's even, well, sometimes not even fans of not watching wrestling, you'll still play a game every now and again.
I don't think I've ever admitted this on podcast or Discord, but
Mm.
SmackDown versus Raw back on PS2. That was my
Mm.
jam. I have hundreds of
Really?
hours in that game. Yeah. I never really got into wrestling. I got the game as a gift, a birthday present, or Christmas from my grandma. I miss you, Grandma. But she did not know my
Oh,
interests other than this looks like a game my grandson would like for his Nintendo, aka PlayStation 2. And I played the heck out of it. It was a blast.
do you know which year around?
Ooh. I think it was just called SmackDown versus Raw. I don't think it had a year.
Okay.
Do I need to do some
All
Googling
right.
real quick?
So, no. So you prove my point. That you can still be a fan of the wrestling games. I know plenty of people that are like that. And with that said, I'm going to move on to a little bit more of a robust game. It's a brand new game called AEW Fight Forever, which is All Elite Wrestling, which is the new wrestling federation that's been around for 4 years now. And
It
yeah,
is
they came out with a video game.
2004.
Oh, there you go.
I found
You
it. Yeah, sorry. I was trying not to cut
found
you
it.
off again, but yeah, there it is.
Found it.
Just SmackDown versus Raw 2004. That was my
Nice.
jam.
That's hilarious. Nope, you never admitted that, and we'll give you a quiz later. But I will tell you that there's people in that game that are in the AEW game, like Chris Jericho, and still wrestling. He's 50 something,
That's good for your bones.
and Christian, yeah, there's boobs.
Bones. Did it sound like I said boobs?
Oh,
Bones. Oh my gosh.
Just trying to increase the
I
sales there.
mean,
That's a different kind of wrestling you're watching.
I
I want to
mean,
watch that kind of wrestling.
if you don't work out, it happens.
Just make sure the kids aren't around.
You don't need to be 50 for that either.
Well, this AEW game is meant for a little bit more of a mature audience. This game has exploding barbed wire matches, and there's blood, lots of blood in the game. There's even like you throw your opponent to the barbed wire and it explodes, and the crowd even chants "Holy shit, holy shit!" And it's a good time for all. Like it's not that watered down WWE stuff that's been coming out for the last 30 years. And Jables keeps messing those games up. It's ridiculous. Ooh, sick burn, sick burn.
Ooh.
But as far as AEW goes, it's meant to remind you of the N64 titles, such as No Mercy and WCW NW Revenge, WrestleMania 2000. Those games are huge on the N64. Colleges across America, 4-player local mayhem. That's what it's meant to inspire. So SmackDown versus Raw, etc. There's a lot. People get intimidated by all the moves you can do, all the buttons. They tried to dumb it down a little bit. So my biggest problem with the game is the roster. So AEW probably has like over 100 people in the actual Fed, and I think there's like 50 people in this game, which sounds like a lot, but the WWE games generally have around 100 people these days. But there is DLC coming. It is a full price $60 game. But for their first effort, I enjoyed it. Much like Kush, I streamed this game as well the other day and had a good turnout and people watching me play and making fun of the graphics and having a great and grand old time. But I think the graphics are fine, thank you. It's not all about that. Achievement-wise, there's a lot more here. There's a story mode that I have not gotten to yet, called The Road to the Elite. So excited to start that. So in my time playing, I only naturally got 5 of the 38 achievements. So, that's a normal game. You defeat your first opponent, you get a 15G achievement, not 100. And there's title matches. And one cool thing they did is that you could be a multiple champion. So there's different entrances where you can have 2 belts, 3 belts, 4 belts, or even 5 belts you could come out with. All 5 of them. I don't know, maybe you could have the men's and the women's. I don't even know. But there's a lot of titles. There's a lot of craziness in this game. I would check it out. Probably wait for a sale at this point. But it just came out last week. It looks like 19 people have completed it on TA now. and they've estimated around 15 to 20 hours, which is I think a sweet spot. I think that's perfect. Some of the WWE games had crazy grinds, over 100, 200 hours. Doesn't seem like it's going to be like that. All check it out. There'll be some wrestlers in there that you've heard of for sure. Like Sting is in the game. Insert U2 joke.
Damn it.
Or the police or whatever the hell he was. Uh,
Police, not you too. I knew where you were going with that, but
oh
Yeah.
no,
I was
oh
gonna make
no.
a musician joke, but you
Well,
just
U2 has
kind of
Edge, and
ruined every opportunity.
Edge is a
Yeah,
wrestler
they're
also. That's
guitarist,
that's
right?
where I got
The
you. Yeah, yeah,
Edge.
the Edge. Yes.
Just like so edgy, and then so he's like, "You're a 70-year-old dude. You can't be the Edge." I don't know. Whatever. I'm not a U2 fan.
Hmm. Me neither. All right. Well, any questions from my non-wrestling audience here?
Yeah. What was that game called?
AEW, which is All Elite Wrestling. Fight Forever is the
Solid.
subtitle, which is a chant that audiences chant sometimes when there's a long, good match. They'll chant, Fight Forever. And that's where that came from.
Who
The
knew
people who
Elle
made the
was a
game,
cheerleader?
the people who made the game are actually, the wrestlers in the game are actually big wrestling, video game fans. A lot of them have their own Twitch streams themselves. So,
Okay,
How
so a
was the
labor of love.
online?
um,
I saw you
oh,
were playing a little bit there, so
the people that got to witness me stream it asked me to play an online game, and I did. I played a random ranked match. Spoiler: I won, and I was awesome. I won. Come from behind. I kicked out of some finishing moves, and I hit my own finishing move, and I won. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There is kind of a rush to that because a lot of times people quit out if you're going to beat them, and that's no
yeah.
fun. Yeah, the online seemed okay. I think there's up to 6 wrestlers in the ring at once during the battle royal. It's either 4 or 6, but so far so good. They're working on another one, but this one was kind of in development for a while, so I'm not sure if they'll be able to bang out another one quite so soon. Fire, don't make fun of me. Get my bad bands mixed up. It's okay. All right, well, that's AEW Fight Forever and Action Something or Other Wrestling. Action Arcade Wrestling is a $15 game, by the way. It's been on sale for $8.99. I'd wait for it to hit there again. Overall, good stuff. Good stuff.
Nice.
Speaking of Assassin's Creed, sales.
Well, you know what? We haven't talked about Assassin's Creed in a while.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ubisoft, you should have said.
All right, Wild West. Just for that nonsense, you're going first.
All right. So
Breaking the law.
especially because I'm going to be talking about Assassin's Creed
No
Odyssey
way.
Ultimate Edition, $23.99, down from $120, lowest price ever, and it includes all the DLC. That is hundreds of hours worth of playtime there. I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. It's Greece. It's Spartans. It's Assassins. It's awesome. And the last one
Also,
is.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
go
hold
ahead.
on, wait.
Go ahead.
Does that not also include the Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation remaster?
I believe so. I didn't see that on there, but I believe the Ultimate Edition does come with those games.
Okay,
I know
because
it
I
comes with the
own
pre-remaster.
that.
Yeah, it does.
I have, yeah, okay. I don't know where else I would have
Odyssey?
I
gotten
remember,
it.
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember. I remember when it came out that it had it, but I didn't see it on the list. But yes, it should include those.
Okay, yeah,
So
$23 for full
so
Odyssey and Assassin's Creed 3.
remasters, yeah.
Killer deal. If you don't have it
And the
already.
last, oh yeah, exactly. Last one is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe Edition. It's $6.74, or normally it's $45. And I told Koosh that if we can get ducky races going, that I will be giving that away later. So
Whoa.
Oh, the
Yo.
pressure's on.
If not, then he has to play Deus Ex next because it's going to go to him.
Well, now
Totally ignorant question.
Now
Is
he's
that
going to get it.
actually how you say that? Deus Ex?
no, it's Deus.
I don't know.
Deus
Ex, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
God
Okay,
in
no,
the
I'm
machine.
really not calling you out here. I've never
Oh,
played
oh.
any of them, but I've always said
I don't-
Deus Ex.
It's
Deus
Deus Ex
Ex.
Machina, which is God in the machine. So
Yeah.
And I'll be probably dropping a Deus.
Oh, that's right,
while-
Latin. I
during
know
the
that.
ducky races.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah. Okay, so it has to be that then. Cool. All right, that's settled.
All right, X.
So.
What are you going to recommend?
All right, so honestly, viewers and listeners, my first thing was, who even looks at sales anymore? But apparently I do, because then I looked at the sales and I saw Guilt Battle Arena. It is a very obscure indie title. It is normally $10. It is down to 99 cents. What do you have to lose for $1? Maybe in like some cents, depending on where you live with taxes. But 99 cents. It's like a party game,
Yeah.
not like a Mario Party. Um, it's like random party games, mini games, and the achievements are mostly do this game, very well, earn a certain score in them. I played it a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away. Oops, sorry, wrong song. I played it back in 2018. I don't remember a whole lot, but I remember not minding it. Like I had a pretty good time with it. Um, some of the achievements are a little tough, but let's be honest, if I can do it, you can do it because I'm terrible at video games. So if I can get the full completion, anyone can get the full completion. TA says it's 11 to 14 hours. I did it in 7 hours 56 minutes. I do remember there being one that was like rage quit, where Kelsey had to come in the room like, "Hey, sweetie, you need to stop playing this game right now." But of course, I didn't listen to her, and I leaned forward for plus 10% concentration, and I did do it. I do have the completion, so it
Nice.
can't be that bad. Again, if I've done it, and I say that very humbly, I'm terrible at those challenging, kind of things. A little grindy. I do remember there's play 500 rounds, but that's just put it on in the background while you're watching a TV show and just mash the A button, and it'll refresh every once in a while. Um, but yeah, I remember not hating the game. It's 1,495 gamer score at 3150 TA, so a nice 2.0 ratio for 8 hours of your time. I'm just going to throw it out there. When I played this 5 years ago now, I was number one on the leaderboard for one of the mini games. You can tell it means a lot to me because I don't remember which one it was, but I was number one. I was very proud of that. So yeah, that's my recommendation. It's $1. It's some nice TAD. It's a good ratio, and it's. I don't remember hating it. I remember playing it and enjoying it as is. So yeah, Guilt Battle Arena. It's $1. What do you got to lose? Friggin' $1.
I mean, back in the day when
It's
we
a
would,
dollar.
back in the day when we used cash, we would be able to say, "Oh, you find that in your couch cushions." No, not anymore.
I also
Yeah.
feel like, just
It has
generally
changed
speaking,
nowadays.
like on Xbox, games don't go on sale for like $1. Like you see that on like the Switch sales or the Steam sales, 99 cents or 49 cents, but we don't really see that on Xbox very often. So a game on sale for $1, or just about 1,500 gamer score, yeah, go for it, man. Guilt Battle Arena. If you can
Guilt,
see if you can find my high
guilt
score.
free.
Actually, I would love one of you to buy it and complete it and let me know if my name still appears in the high scores, because after you complete every mini game, it'll show you the top leaderboard. Let me know if my name is still there. I kind of really want to know, actually.
I mean, I think Wild West said he'll spring another $1 and buy this for somebody.
Thanks, Wild West.
I'm
What a
so
guy.
mean.
What a guy.
Well, I take it.
Tell you what, I'll buy
Deus
you a copy of this, and then you can buy me Deus Ex.
Seems
There you
fair.
go.
That's a
Seems
fair trade, right?
Nate, say something intelligent.
I'll try. Farfig Nugan.
Oh, he's just drooling. Oh, what have we done?
He's trying to think of what the next game of the year is.
It's a Vayner.
So I'm gonna try not the. It's my
It's been a
turn.
while since you changed your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Moving out
No,
to
without.
game of the year. So it's my turn to murder some pronunciations because this is not a language podcast. Eight Doors Aram's Afterlife Adventure. This is $4 now 20.
Alliteration.
It's a platformer, Metroidvania. Looks like hand drawn art. Looks pretty cool. I'm excited, and it's $4. What do you got to lose? But four
Not that again.
4 copies of Guilt Battle Arena. And lastly,
Yay!
So wait a minute.
4 whole
Wait a minute.
copies.
go ahead. Yeah, what?
This game came out in April and it's already $4 down from 20.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Next up, Lumberjack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lumberjack. $4.54 down from 13. This is an adventure game. It's got simplistic polygon art, but it's very cute. And I played this when it first came out because I just love the style of it. And it's got these like little challenges you have to do per level while running around and freeing, I think, forest animals. But you also have these fun little secret things you have to do on each level. And there was a bug when it first came out, and the game was not completable. They have since patched that. It is completable now. And who can resist a good animal pun? Lumberjack. Do it. What have you got to lose? But 4.54 times.
I don't know what's happening.
I think we've just created a new currency out of Guilt Battle Arena.
Yeah.
All right.
What about you, Al? Are you going to
Games.
suggest anything or no?
No.
You're going to take the foo-foo route.
No, I'm taking the foo-foo route and looking at the big list and saying, I've seen all these games on sale before. Do you want me to mention Soma again or something? It's a nice list. It's a nice list of games. Nothing spoke to me.
What L is
Foo-foo route.
saying is that
Oh
nothing.
no, I got
spoke to
distracted
him.
by the comments about they were talking about the game we talked about, the Gaijin game, Gaijin Shenji.
Well, what L was really saying was nothing spoke to him except for Guilt Battle Arena, or for 99
Fine.
cents.
Are you guilting me into getting this game?
I am guilting you into Guilt Battle Arena, and you should feel
I don't have a
guilty
dollar.
for not buying it.
Yeah, he lives in New York. There's no dollars there.
Oh, even at the Dollar Tree, everything is $1.29.
How many subway tokens is that?
Ridiculous.
Wait, no, hold on. Not podcast related at all. Is it actually $1.29?
Dollar Tree, and yeah, it used to be called the 99-cent store and Dollar Tree. Everything's over a dollar now. Damn
That's-
inflation.
That's redonkulous.
Is that just the New York?
To move off
inflation?
Long Island.
Yeah, please. All right. Going in blind. The Veil, Shadows of the Crown. We haven't talked about this in several minutes. Get this on Games with Gold before it leaves, July 15th. Get it now. And bean dive it, and that might be a thing to do in July. Bean dive. I mean, get the first
You
achievement
don't-
and come back to it never.
Yeah, if you don't know this game, it's an action adventure. It's an audio-based
mhm,
RPG
mhm.
with no graphics and 5 to 6 hours with a great guide on DA.
Yeah, maybe people are saving it for the bean dive. Now that I think about it, it might be a thing people are doing, and that'll just start it. Increase Kush's ratio in it.
Yeah, we'll
That's what
see.
he's waiting for. Ah, I see what he did there. Darkwood. Not gonna leave that one alone and just say that it is survival horror. 30 to 35 hours, and that one is from July 1st to July 31st. And when the past was around, this is a game I'm sure people will play because it's 1 to 2 hours with a walkthrough. Adventure point and click. This one comes out July 16th. The Veil leaves. So get the Veil, get When the Past is Around, and probably pass
anyone
on
is
Darkwood.
Wondering
all right.
about when the past was around, it's like you said, it's a 1 to 2 hour completion, worth a whole whopping 1085 TA. This is very much a baby game. This is a very easy completion. seems right up our alley in this podcast. So maybe with games with gold inflation, it'll tip over 1100. Like this is an easy game. If you just want your
It
nice
is.
easy
Yeah.
points, this is a shameless edit for free. Yeah.
Just get it, bean dive it, and it also fits with the targets this month, which they totally did on purpose, where you have to start new games to hit the targets on TA.
I'm
Start
gonna
your new games,
imagine
everyone.
I'm gonna
Also start.
imagine it's one where if you actually like play the game as intended, it's far longer than that. But,
No,
no one. Oh no, it's not.
no, I've
Which
already
one?
played
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's not the when the pass was around. I bought it
Oh,
when it was on sale before. It's not that
Ooh,
much.
I
It
mean,
wouldn't be
thank you.
that much longer. So
all right. I take it back because I was gonna say, like a lot of the VNs are 10 hours of reading, but
yeah,
30 seconds, 1,000 gamers. Okay, I take it back.
it's not much of a visual novel. It's kind of like a point and click more than a
Yeah,
visual
yeah.
novel.
It's not a
So yeah.
VN. That was just an
Okay. Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. If I remember right, it's about dealing with grief and everything. So it was all right.
Solid.
Don't make me sad. Make me cry.
I'm playing a video game, not getting sad.
I know. Ridiculous. All right,
If
who
you can
wants
get
to read some Game Pass stuff? Who wants to volunteer?
I'll read some Game Pass stuff.
Okay, good luck.
Available now. I don't know why I said it
Boy.
like that. I don't know why I said it like that. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Elle, I think when you and I did our panel duo, we talked about this one. I'm pretty sure it's just Harvest Moon. I think this is just Harvest Moon with a new name. Like, I think it's literally Harvest Moon, but instead of Harvest Moon 17, they renamed it or something like that. But Story of
Well, you
it's
said
like
Seasons,
you.
I
Friend.
think it's a rights thing, if I remember right,
Is it? Okay,
or a
yeah, it's
company. It's a company thing. Like they branched off, and the creators went a different place. And
okay. Yeah, it is Harvest Moon. So, Story of Seasons,
Well,
Friends of Mineral Town.
you told me you and I were going to play together. Like we were going to
I
simul
said
it.
no such thing. I would
We were,
never
you said
volunteer to play a game with
you
you.
said we were. You said we were going to simul it because the first 5 letters of simulation are simul. So therefore, we have to play it together.
I vaguely
That's just
remember
what I remember. Okay, good. See.
that. All right. But anyway, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, crossplay PC and Xbox,
pancakes.
simulation and management. It's Harvest Moon, looking at 120 hours. If you are into that, by all accounts, they are excellent games. If that is your preferred genre, so there's that. Arcade Paradise. If one of you guys wants to chime in on this one, it's an
Been
action game,
spending most of
50 to
no.
60
Easy.
hours. That's all I got on this one.
Yeah, it's great little game.
Still waiting to hear if it's pancakes or not.
No, it's well, yeah, I don't know if it's a stack or not. It's called an action game. Rocker talked about it. You remember Rocker? He talked about it.
Ooh.
Where your family owns a laundromat, and you turn it into, you have a couple arcade games in the back of the laundromat, and you try to basically say, hey, you know what, we're making a ton of money with that. Let's turn this into an arcade. So it's kind of like an arcade simulation, but you get to play some of the games. It's kind of cool. I'm liking it. I'm not sure if it's a stack yet or not. But yeah, there you go. Arcade Paradise. I like it. 50, 60 hours. Ouch.
Okay. Solid. Next up, we have Sword and Fairy. I said sword weird. I actually
You
pronounced the
sure
W.
did.
That's really weird. I don't know why I did that.
All right. Anyone else want to
Okay.
speak?
Sword and Fairy Together Forever, another crossplay PC and Xbox. This one is an action RPG
Oh
role
yeah,
playing
yeah,
game
yeah.
in the, I can't say well known, but what word am I looking for? In the established Sword and Fairy series. That's the right word. The established
It
Sword and
is.
Fairy series. Yeah, there's it's one of the
Stop it.
I'm
I never
gonna
heard of
I'm
this.
gonna make a fool of myself right now, but it's like a Chinese exclusive because they have their weird gate like games can only be made in
Mm,
China and sold in China. Like it's the Chinese Final Fantasy. Please, someone call me out on that. That's not the good comparison.
it's
Um,
awful. Nate,
No
is
one
this
on
the
this panel is going
same?
to call you out on RPGs,
No.
all right,
JRPGs.
all
Don't do
right.
it.
I
Nate,
appreciate that.
is this the same as the sequel to that fairy game that was $1 all the time?
Yeah, it's got slightly improved graphics.
Okay, good.
But
Favorite
yeah,
game.
Sword and Fairy. It's an RPG series, Chinese developer. It's been around for like a long time. Like the old game, like they were PC games, like Chinese only. Um, like 90s. Like the series has been around for a long time. I never played any of them, but it just being in the well, not JRPG, but Asian RPG, being in the know, I'm familiar with it. I haven't played any of them, but yeah, it's
Okay.
by all accounts a pretty darn good series. It's got some legs. I'm very poorly attempting to Google and Wikipedia right now.
Nate, take
1995
over.
is when it
It is
started.
corroborating most of what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
It goes
actually. Yeah.
goes back to 1995
Oh
when it
my
was called The
gosh.
Legend of
Yeah.
Sword and Fairy. I'll take S words for 1,000. Trebek.
S words.
So we'll
Nice.
move on.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll move on to McPixel 3. This is cloud console and PC. It's an action adventure, 6 to 8 hours. I played it at like 4 minutes of it today for, once again, a Game Pass quest. And got the first achievement after eating a bomb and then reassembling it in my stomach and then pooping it out in the toilet. That's what you're in for with McPixel 3, and I'm here for it. Next up.
A lot of test stuff happening
Hold
there.
hold on. Wait. Mental Knight. I'm gonna shout out Mental Knight here. McPixel 3 is actually McPixel 2. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, I did see that
I
today in
think
the
you said
Discord.
that, but I did a quick search on TA. There is no other McPixel with achievements, as far as I can tell, by that
Okay.
name.
Yeah. All I saw was
So
his comment where he's like,
so
"I'm
they did
getting
a goat
really tired of
simulator.
this."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting really tired of this skipping number 2 on the sequel thing. I don't know if he was just trolling or being Mental Knight or explicitly trying to make me look like a fool on the live show, which would be the case.
He might do that. Next up, day one to Game Pass, Grand Theft Auto 5. Again,
That's a big get right there.
yeah. So if you played it before, or if you didn't, now's your chance, and probably in 6 months you'll have another chance. July 11th, Commonhood, no space with a apostrophe in the middle. This is cloud console and PC. It's not on TA yet, but the Steam tags say it's simulation, building, and crafting, so you know that's a pass from me. Next up, Insurgency Sandstorm, not Standstorm. It is a PC game, or I'm sorry, the PC version is coming to Game Pass. I believe the Xbox version is already in Game Pass. It's a first-person shooter, 20-25 hours. July 14th, Exo Primal, cloud console and PC. This is a third-person shooter, and by all accounts, Fufu might play this one. Next up, July 18th, Tectonica. This is in-game preview, cloud console and PC. Once again, no TA article for it or TA tagging yet. So Steam is what we go to, and they say it's simulation, automation, strategy building. Not going to play it. Also on July 18th, The Cave, cloud and console, listed as a platformer, a 12 to 15 hour platformer. I think that's wrong. I think it's adventure, possibly point and click. I don't know. Someone will call me out on that.
I know the cave.
Oh, do you?
I do. It's platformer question mark is correct. Not a
Excellent.
point and click. It's you go around with different characters and you do several. There's 7 characters and you got to do a playthrough with each of them, and you can only take 3 at a time. So you wind up doing a bunch of different playthroughs.
Yeah, but it's
Our
Double
own
Fine
Skeptical
though, right?
Mario. Yeah, Double Fine. It's very
So,
funny.
Yeah.
Good time, but just a little repetitive after I do a lot of playthroughs. And I'm missing one achievement, which is the one to beat it without dying. So that sucks, but other than that, it's a really, really fun game, and you can play local co-op with people, so that's fun, always. Fun. And Skeptical Mario did a lot of walkthrough videos for that game, so shout out to him.
All right. Someone want to do the leaving, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I got it. So leaving Game Pass, we got Spelunky 2, which you're probably not gonna finish if you haven't already started. It's a platformer roguelite, 80 to 100 hour completion Spelunky 2 there. So either cross off all your plans or don't start that one. XO1 Adventure and Aerial, 8 to 10 hours. You could probably knock that one off the list. That one looks decent, actually.
Did you ever
And
play
then
that? I know you're a big mech fan. Mech Warrior. What was
Yeah.
that? What was that other mech game where there was like the mechanic for moving was like you accelerate when you're going downhill, and then you let go when you're going uphill. Do you remember that game?
Are you thinking? Did Pizza Titan
Only
do that?
No. This is older. This is older.
No. Oh, okay.
There's Tribes. Thank you. Fuck. I knew my old would get me there.
Wow.
Tribes. So Tribes and Tribes 2 had a movement mechanic where you if you
Ooh, no, I
accelerated
never played
downhill.
those.
Yeah, you like that's how you go really really fast. Is you accelerate downhill and then you let off the gas going uphill because it's basically you're increasing gravity. So you want to decrease you want to increase gravity as you're going downhill. You want to let go of that as you're going uphill, and that's how you zip along the ground. That is basically the entire movement mechanic in X01. So if you are a fan of that of Tribes, you might want to check out X01.
Okay, solid.
Interesting.
Actually, you kind of just sold me on it, so I got 10 days to 8 to 10 hours. Come
Yeah,
on.
not bad.
Yeah. And last but not least, and certainly the one that most people are here for, Paw Patrol the movie, Adventure City Calls, is somehow an action adventure. 6 to 8 hours. It's Paw Patrol, man. Like I don't even know what to say. Somehow it's a 2.18 ratio, 2180 TA. I assume there's some difficulty curve there. No, I'm kidding. It's Paw
No.
Patrol.
Yeah,
It's Paw
Yeah, I
Patrol.
just
Go
finished
play
that
it.
one today.
it's a little
If you haven't
buggy,
played
and
it,
if you miss something, you
play
have to
it.
play the level again, and yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why.
there were some frustrating bits in it. I'll say that for sure.
I don't know
For your kids,
this.
right? Your kids played it.
For your
Please tell me.
Yeah, I
your
don't know
kids
this
Oh,
one,
we
played it.
did play it together. We sure did.
but I will
Mm,
say if it's
good.
anything
Mini
like
games.
I played Paw Patrol on a roll, like that actually made me rage harder than so many games. Like this is supposed to be a kids game, but like some of that stuff is hard.
6 to 8
I'm
hours
bad at
seems
video
long.
games, but like so
Yeah,
yeah,
you are. You are.
I am.
Yeah.
I know. No, it's not a secret. I'm bad at video games. So yeah, Paw
you get a
Patrol.
you got a gentle
Play it.
pups 920? Move on.
Yeah,
Well,
Gentle Pups 120.
there's a few things that have been mentioned in the chat that I found annoying as well. There's no tracking at all. So there's a Google Doc on the walkthrough. So if you want to do that, I never used the Google Doc. I just kind of kept track of what I was doing. But yeah, there's no tracking, and there's some stuff in the middle of the missions that are like on rails type stuff where you're in the Paw Patrol cars. And some of them can be like there's 3 lanes, and you could be trying to collect the stuff on the left side, go through like one of those speed things and have to get all the way over to the right side real fast, and it can be kind of frustrating because they don't spawn fast enough for you to say, okay, I need to go from the left to the right. So you're kind of on the left side, and all of a sudden they'll spawn on the right, and you have to go all the way over, and it sucks so bad. But
That sounds exactly like the issues I had with the Paw Patrol game that I did play.
yeah, I don't know if that was. Are you talking about the other one that was on Game Pass?
No,
Oh,
on a roll, Paw Patrol on a roll.
oh. Because the other one on Game Pass wasn't that bad. My daughters liked that one quite a bit. This one, they had fun with the mini games, but the
Daughters.
missions, they didn't. Elle knows. Elle knows. I got like 20 of them, so.
So yeah, that's it. Spelunky 2, X01, and Paw Patrol the movie. Adventure City Calls, leaving Game Pass. Get on them, boys.
We're all named Chase. Yeah, the comments in
someone
the
wanna
Twitch
take
are making it
contest?
sound not good. This is where Kushmoose decides what he wants to read. So
This is one of those
sometimes
times.
he yells at me sometimes.
I would never yell at you.
Never.
So yes, this is one of those times where I do read this part. This is the Gamer
Oh,
Tag
yay.
Challenge because we are in July. Check my watch. Yes, we are in July, which means that it's time to announce the winners for June's Gamer Tag Challenge. We were trying to spell Ice Fire TN's Gamer Tag. The wild card game was any new achievement or previous completion in Rare Replay. I'm pretty sure this is right, and I do not have a cut and paste error. The bonus is why not both? Earn pairs of achievements with the words ice and fire each. 2 bonus draw per achievement pair. We had 15 participants. We had 108 letters. I think a lot of people didn't put in their scores, but that's fine. We had 9 full gamer tags spelled. We had 5 wild cards used, and we had 62 bonuses. Speaking of the bonuses, Northern Last shows up again with 5 pairs. Chewy shows up with 6 pairs, and Ace blew it out of the water with 14 pairs, and a lot of those were on the last day. A lot of those were on the last day, so I don't know what Ace was doing. Was he just like playing, till the very end, playing possum, as they say, to knock that out? I don't know. In any case, once we tallied up the votes and picked a person at random, our winner was Saucy Slingo with a full gamer tag.
God.
I know. A Saucy Slingo with a full gamer tag, which is only worth 19 draws, and he got it.
Oh. All right, congrats, Saucy.
Good job, Saucy.
Nice job, man.
Congratulations.
This month, sorry, Fug. This month, the gamer tag challenge is esoteric. That's creature spelled backwards. His wild card
spelled backwards.
His wildcard game is any new achievement or previous completion in a Lord of the Rings game. Now, this is any game that has Lord of the Rings in the title or is about Lord of the Rings, so the Lego games count. The awesome Middle-earth games that Wild West for some reason hates are also valid. The bonus is I'll take some more Dilnops for 1,000, Alex, and that's earning achievements containing 1 or more reversogram. So, esoteric is creature spelled backwards. So we're looking for things like tar and rat. That would be an example, TAR. One way is tar. The other way, reversed, is RAT. So you would want to get, you'd be able to turn that in twice. Once for an achievement with the word tar in it, and then a second time with an achievement with the word rat in it. That would be valid. So you go ahead, fill this out on the sheet. Let's see what you can do. I think people are going to be putting in a lot. You can only use them once per, though. So tar, you can only use one time. Rat, you can only use one time. Words like level, you can use one time because they are the same thing spelled forwards as backwards. There you go. That's it. Game tag challenge. I didn't yell at you.
Did you know that race car
the day
backwards
is young.
race car?
Oh, boy. Patron drawing? I'm going to yell at me for that one now?
No, I'm not going to yell at you. You go ahead and do it. That way people won't think that
All
I
right.
did it.
Oh. Yeah, but these are all people I don't like. So you definitely
As
rig this.
someone is famous for saying randomness is clumpy.
All right.
There
Well,
you go.
the winner of the patron drawing is that was weird. Freem Hole. Congratulations, Freem.
You can collect this in 3 months when you hear the episode.
Yay. All right. It is now time for Red Camp.
All right.
X, you get
so,
to lead the way.
I guess I will start us off. Mike, 0. 200 completed games. Luke, 17,000. Not 17,000, but 200 completed games. Quantum Gray, 17, 200 completed games. Icy Thrasher, 450. Benel, 72, 500. Morbid, 237, 550. And High Road Vatu, 550. Bastion Reader, 600. Sir Polygon, 650. Eldritch SS, 750. Hey, Wild West 08, we know that guy. 1,000. Kitty Skies, 1050. Chewy on Ice, 1,100. Alicia, sorry, I'm so sorry, 1,250. And Elroy, Old Man Jason, 1,350 completed games. Nice job, everybody.
I should also mention that we didn't read Gamertag. Of course we didn't. We didn't read Brag Camp last week, so this is a special 2-week compilation that we're reading. So if you hear your stuff and you're like, that was like last week, well, yeah, it was. In streaks, we have Razor with 50 days, Lord of Dookie 69 with 50 days. Let's just do a couple more. We've got Ace, Gabby 900, and Fista Roboto, all also with 50 days. Then in the 100 camp, we have Oz Buffanatic, Cerebral Assassin with 250, CJH Carter with 350, X Neo 21X with 700, Alicia with 800. If I murdered it, I'm sorry. Dynaman 87, 950, Eldritch SS 1050, Fluttery Chicken with 1,150, Sincere Seeker 6 with 1,200, Prince It with 1,250, and Elroy OMJ with 2,150 as well. I also should say that celebrating their anniversaries, we have The Drunken Monkeys with 2 years, and Morbid 237 with 4 years as well, and a special thing that I'm just reading now. X the Hero will earn a 200-day streak on Saturday and will be unplugging his Xbox to avoid carrying it over to 201.
not not to derail, but if anyone remembers, I was gonna kill it at 100 days, and then I literally clicked the wrong button in Tales of Symphonia. Like no joke, I went to hit B and I just was dumb and hit A, and that was a menu selection, and I unlocked an achievement, thus carrying on day 100 into day 101. So now I'm doing 200 and it's done. I'm not even touching my console. I will unplug the damn thing from the wall. My streak will die at
God,
200 days.
X. No, you are dumb for doing this stupid thing. Just play your goddamn games.
No, I
Play
hate
your game.
streaks. I
Play
just
your
want my
effing games,
look
dude.
very nice. I just want it to look
No. It'll
aesthetically
look nice when
pleasing.
you play the games you wasted money on. That'll look nicer. Come on, play your games, dude. God.
Just want to point out
Wait, I have a
I'm not
question.
the
If
one
you
yelling. Just want
I
to
have
point
to.
that out.
I do have a question. So wait,
There you go.
if you disconnect from live and get achievements, and then can you do that and then plug it in the next day, and then will it pop for that day, or will it remember when it was supposed to pop? I bet
I
you could do
don't
that.
know actually, but I play 99% of my gaming on my Series S in the office, which actually isn't my home console, so I wouldn't be able to play offline anyway, so I'm not gonna find out.
Find out
All right.
when it's
In gamer
199.
score, Katie Echo has 200,000 gamer score.
Love
Unstoppable
you, Echo.
KD has 300,000 gamer score. El Never has 400,000 gamer score. Saucy Slingo with 500,000 gamer score. Philip Wendell with 550,000 gamer score. Freem Hole with 550,000 gamer score. And Esther P. Tart with also 550,000 gamer score. Cerebral Assassin with 650,000 gamer score. Chris Bud 20 with 650,000 gamer score. Wazari DK with 750,000 gamer score. El Sock with 750,000 gamer score. Morbid 237 with 950,000 gamer score. Matt 2 with 950,000 gamer score. Shadowless Edge with 950,000 gamer score. Dude with the Face has reached 1 million gamer score. Congratulations.
Nice.
And Big L with 1.1 million gamer score. Congratulations, L.
All right, I got
Congratulations,
stories here.
dude.
Stories. Oh yes, dude with the face
Dude
messaged.
with the face.
Yeah, he tagged me in Brad Camp. I gotta find it. I don't remember what it is. Oh yeah, yeah. He planned out like all of these his last achievements leading up to the million, and he hit the million with Gear Club Unlimited 2 Ultimate Editions achievement called My First Million. Ah,
That's a
Very
pretty good
nice.
one, actually. I
30
like it.
gamer score. But he had missions complete in there. He had all kinds of stuff. So congratulations to dude with the face. And I did something that made me a little bit sad when it happened. So I hit 1.1, and it was the first 100,000 milestone I've ever had where I didn't even realize it was coming. So I just, from 100,000 to 900,000 or to a million, I, hit it right on the nose and took a picture and did all that. But this one just kind of came and went. Is that normal after you hit a million? To
It's
just not
Yeah.
care.
it's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure 1.5 million will be more obvious.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like I think I saw 1.1 and 1.2. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But I just did 1.0. I didn't even know it. So yeah, 1.5 is, I guess that's kind of cool.
I guess. It's all nonsense, especially. I'm going to a rant here, but I won't.
Actually,
You're soft. I'm very sad with you. Very sad.
for what it's worth, I will say that I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's probably the coolest one I did actually. Like lots of people get 1 million on the nose, but how
Yeah,
many people
that's
get 1, 2, 3, 4,
cool.
5, 6, 7? That's pretty cool. You should do that one, and then you can be as cool as me.
I can assure you that I will not be doing that.
You could be bald and unemployed. Come on, it's awesome.
In leaderboards.
Just not gonna go there. Huh?
Ace is in the top 5,000 of TA difference leaderboard. Alicia is second in the England TA leaderboard for Party. Bastion Reader in top 10 max possible completion percentage leaderboard for Xbox One. Shoot 'em up. Chewy on ice. Go ahead, X. Scottish.
But
Top 100 of the England.
no, hold on, I had to get into the
Scottish.
zone.
Oh,
Hello,
go ahead.
he's in the top 100 of the English True Achievement leaderboard.
Okay, perfect. Fluttery Chicken, not going to read that. High Road Vatu is now in the top 100 of the TA difference leaderboard for skateboarding. Boosh Moose, top 1,000 of the TA difference leaderboard, whatever that is. KT Echo is in the top 10 of the Ohio TA ratio leaderboard. Mental Night 5, top 50 of the games played leaderboard. Northern Lass is now in the top 100 of the England TA leaderboard. Prism Clue Scroll third, and wait, he's not really in Scotland. I think he's lying. Sabin Rothschild, top 5 of the games played leaderboard for strategy plus turn based. Scaravesi in the top 100 of the USA Achievements 1 leaderboard for management. Sir Polygon is number 5 exactly. Xbox TA leaderboard for on rails. Stega in position 21 in the West Virginia Gamerscore leaderboard. And I don't know why that last one's in there, but I'm going to read it anyway. ZZ Urban Spaceman shared the Xbox TA leaderboard for action adventure games. Thank you, Paragon.
Might have to change that filter.
That was very impressive.
XG.
I love it. Perfect end to this crazy cast.
What could go wrong?
Wild West, did you get to say anything this week?
I don't need to.
Thank you for joining us. X, thank you for joining us, both on short notice.
Anytime.
And we had some fun tonight.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to go right into ducky races if Kush can figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
But,
He's got it. He's got it.
It wouldn't be the end of a podcast without top 3 kinds of panda. Number 3, red panda. Number 2, trash panda. Number 1, regular panda, of course.
What did you say? Vehicular panda?
Vehicular panda.
Now we can move into ducky races.
That is what he said? Oh my gosh. All pandas are trash. Anyway, we can move on now. Oh. All right. Well, if you're listening on the audio podcast, you need to check out one of these live podcasts. Every month we give away monies. And if we have rich people on the show, they give away games. This is awesome.
This is great having rich people on the show.
I know.
I'm going to trade $1 for $7 with this rich person.
He's very rich. He's using Bing Rewards money.
No, that's Mike Pitch. You got it backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, you got me confused with Mike.
Oh.
Although I do use it, but not that much.
Now I'm craving Taco Bell.
Ooh,
all right.
I am far too intoxicated to drive to Taco Bell right now, but now I want Taco Bell too.
All right. Thanks for sharing that information. And
everyone's been watching me drink for 2 hours.
Not on the audio podcast. All right.
Well, on the audio podcast, I've been drinking for 2 hours.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for joining us, and class is dismissed.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Off to the ducky races, if we can get it to go.
We can stop recording now, right?
Yes, we can stop recording the audio right now. And get that exporting. So I can edit tonight. That's not happening.
No, don't.
Are we on 258?
258. All right, well, that's
not that I'm going to title my file that, but
of course not. Why change now? Why start doing that now?
Why start now?
All right, let's go ahead and start grabbing the people in the chat here. my cheat sheet, and I will grab them. It's going to be a double ducky race because we were unable to stream a live show last month. So we'll do 2 times the ducks.
Two times the ducks.
2 times the ducks.
That's a pretty good selling point.
3 times the ducks.
Now that's crazy talk.
How many people do we have in Twitch right now?
Someone can look that up for you.
Why can't I see that?
19.
19, nice. Get your duckies in, yo.
Let's see. Oh, they of course have changed it since last time I took notes because they love to do
I'm on
that.
an ad right now. Go figure.
All right. If you want to subscribe, now's the time to do it. Let's see.
We need a folder.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that for me if you don't
Oh,
mind.
yeah.
I'm on it.
Alright, what is this? 257?
250?
58.
Or 258? Yeah, yeah, we need a folder.
It's there now.
All right. So I got the ducky races all set up. Let's see
Yes.
if the screen. Yep.
Saucy, you don't. You're not eligible, Saucy.
Oh, there it is.
Did you sub, Saucy? I don't see your sub. Oh,
Why? Because of the state you live in. Obviously.
We have Wheezy Fuzz, Nerdy Neo, AH101. That's the
2023
Daily Double Duck.
7.5 level 258L.
We've got
July Live 258. My life would be so much better if we just fucking got Final Fantasy 16 on Xbox.
This is officially AH101 After Dark.
Guess whose file is whose?
Decoy, we have Mental Knight, we have Surf Biscuit, we have Humble Beast. If anyone else wants to get in on this, now's the time. Just use your Amazon Prime sub.
Just remember the opinions of Extra Hero are not necessarily the same opinions of Achievement Hunting 101.
I don't see anyone.
Yeah, Saucy, you have no chance of winning anything this week. Sorry, bud.
All right. Are you in there, Fug? No, I don't see you in there.
Me and Margaret.
Let's edit that list again. Fug. Was Fug in there? No, I may have deleted you on purpose.
Fritz parent company or subsidiary.
That's weird that you wouldn't be in there. I mean, I trust Twitch implicitly. We'll go ahead and sup, and then we'll get you in there. Did you use your Amazon Prime sub with someone else, Fug? You know you have to alert all your partners when you do that, right? All your previous partners?
Yeah.
How
All of your
could you?
partners.
How could you?
To have that embarrassing phone call.
STD. STD. Prime month coming up, or Prime Day. Multiple
All right.
days, but that's okay.
Let's get it going. Is everyone seeing this on stream? I believe you should be.
All right,
Let's
this
see,
is to
let me-
win the $1 game, and if
Actually-
AH101 wins, then the next
The
is for
$1 game.
$1.50.
I do see you guys with your stars, so I'm going to put you in there. Why not? I'm going to say Crybaby Fug
It's for 50 Bing
and
points.
Saucy Pants. You guys are in the game.
Saucy.
And who's going to call them out? Anybody?
Wild West.
All right.
Call what out?
It.
Yeah.
Oh, call the
Yeah.
race and the ducks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is the
Yeah,
button.
and your
I
best
pushed.
micro,
Yep,
machine,
there you go.
micro machine.
And I'm going to
Voice.
shuffle a couple times. 1, 2, 3. Our favorite shuffle. And there should be a go button. Yes, it's start. And away they go.
After you missed your chance, dude.
And the ducks are off, and they're racing, and Saucy Pants takes the lead, and AH101 duck is right up on there, floating down that river. It looks a little weird, but they're going.
Well,
Wheezy
it's not
Fuzz
at
is
all
in
that,
third.
like, we're winning our own race.
Well, you know what happens if we win.
AH101
I know.
it's still in the lead, but you know it's early, and good things don't always last that long.
Surf Biscuit.
Surf Biscuit coming up with the strawberry hat. Decoys trying to ice its way in there as well, and Umple Beast with the late run. Let's see if it will last. AH101 is falling out, as you know. Surf Biscuit. Oh, AH1 goes back in the lead because it just wants to give away stuff. Its backwards hat shows it just does not care. And it looks like in the final stretch, it's AH101. Oh, we've got some more coming in. Come on.
Oh shoot! Here comes Decoy.
Decoy towards the end. Here comes Decoy. Iced everyone at the end, just how he predicted it.
Bad news for
Congratulations,
everyone that
Decoy.
doesn't want Saucy to
1982.
win, because he also wins when Decoy wins. There you go. All right, now, like we said, this is a double. We're going to do a double. So we've got that written down. Let's do a couple more shuffles this time, and off we go.
Let's go.
Oh, Saucy. That was uncalled for.
I disagree.
Yeah, if you
that was totally
Yeah,
on par.
if you swear in the stream, you lose your prize. Just so
Yep.
you know, so.
Yeah, I do believe
always
that
been a
now your prize now goes to Fug. So
Where does it say that in the fine print? I'm Team Saucy.
Looks like Icefire with the mermaid costume has a slim lead over Umple Beast. Ariel's not doing very well at the box office, but let's see if they can actually win a ducky race.
all right.
Still holding on. AH101 decided to try to change its thing to win.
Is that the Woody
Now
Woodpecker
the
theme?
pink duck. We have got the red,
Oh,
almost
no
almost
Florida.
the red, white, and blue, but it's the red, yellow, and blue Umple
Oh
Beast.
no, Saucy's gonna win.
Oh,
Saucy's gonna win. Saucy's gonna win.
Who's coming up at the end? Anybody coming up? Here comes Surf Biscuit
out
from the
of
back.
nowhere.
Who is
Just slaying the competition with his sword.
My goodness.
Sorrow,
guys.
Cool.
Surf Biscuit.
Sorry,
Well
Saucy.
done.
Is that a real person?
Surf Biscuit, sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, that was it. We had ducky races. We didn't have any issues.
Wait. We need to give out the
Oh,
X Mankind game.
okay. We'll do it again.
Whoever wins,
Throw my name in there, because, Wild West owes me a copy of this game.
Oh, well, let me see. How do I do that? Settings. I guess I can put you in there. Why not?
How about if you just have AH101 be your duck? Very
Oh
good.
yeah, each one will be your duck. How many
Wait,
times
you
have I said
You
that?
don't actually have to add me.
All right, let's do a quick 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, and go.
And this is for Mankind Divided. Send me a message on TA if you win, or Discord. And I will provide the code for you.
Boy, beard.
And we got about a three-way tie between Wheezy Fuzz, Surf Biscuit, and the AH101 Duck. Looks like we got a couple. Everyone's kind of jumbled up in a pack right now. AH101 just likes getting out to those quick leads and then falling back at the
I was gonna
end.
say, I like how we keep leading the pack and then not.
The real
Doing
cluster
anything.
duck.
But everyone's about clustered up right now. See who has the motivation to win. It's like no one does because everyone's
Yeah,
falling back.
everyone's hanging back. They're all well, I mean,
Like,
this is their third race. I mean, come on.
That's losing steam.
Oh, no.
Here comes
The ducks
Umple
are
Beast.
tired.
Umple Beast, here comes.
Dude, decoy. What?
You can't make this up.
No.
You can't make.
Well, message me on Discord and you get your stuff.
Well, the good news is Decoy is hardly ever on the Discord, so you'll probably never get messaged.
Well, if not, then we will do it either the next live show or something else. We'll hand it out as a
The
contest.
first person to message you that's not decoy gets it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well, thanks, guys. That was a
Yep,
fun.
I had a lot of
ducky race.
fun.
Let me,
Yeah, Saucy just woke him up, I'm sure. What's a Discord?
What's a Discord?
all right, that was a show.
It was a fantastic
Yeah,
show.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, guys. That was like El
For
said.
showing up.
Oh, hey,
No, it's appreciated.
yeah. People don't want to hear just El and I talk
No.
because apparently I just yell. So
Yeah, you always yell. Make me feel bad about myself. Jerk. God.
Congratulations on the winners. Congratulations, dude, with the million gamer score.
sorry for
Yeah,
everyone.
dude with
You
the
know you're not
fecal
here.
Yeah.
matter.
That was really. He messaged
Thanks for
me
having me, guys.
as he was
I'll
about to do it.
swap in anytime you need.
Cool. And
All right.
stop the stream.
Good luck bean diving,
That's true. We're out.
says Mad Lefty.